Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
Welcome, everybody,
Welcome, welcome.
to the Anything and Everything podcast.
I like that name.
Yeah, I was Mountain Mom. We was just like shooting the shit, like going back and forth, like trying to pick out a name. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know what we gonna talk about. I'm like, I don't know, anything and everything. I was like, well, I like that.
And
Yes,
that's
I
what
do.
it stuck.
It's definitely an ill name. What y'all been up to? How's your holidays? Good?
Good
Good.
holidays. Yes.
Good
This is
holidays.
we've had you on before, right? Grumpy Johnson.
Yeah,
He,
Corey Grumpy Johnson.
yeah, he's back for another interview.
Hell yeah.
We
Hey,
go
Ike
have some friends
Creator.
coming in.
Yeah, we supposed to get some friends in here. I thought they'd be here by now, but I'm sure they're coming.
Yeah, Lex said something about he was going like an hour away with his kids. So I told him you can come in whenever.
Yeah, but it's whatever. What y'all been up to? What's been new this week? What's happening right now? What's going
I'm
on in
just
society?
I'm just excited waiting for the Eagles game, to be honest with you. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
I've been
definitely there
working
with
all
you.
week.
You said you've been working all week?
Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah. How's work? Good? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It could. I
It was
guess
a
I could go
little
both ways.
it was a little stressful this week, but it'll get lined out to where it's
Hell yeah, no doubt. So where are you from, Mount Mama? You from West Virginia?
yep, West
Okay.
Virginia.
You got a strong accent. I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
You can't hide
I
that
get
at
that
all.
a I get that a
Hell yeah.
lot.
It's crazy how close West Virginia is to Pennsylvania yet. I think I drove through it a few times, but I've never like really been. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest.
There's not a whole lot here, just mountains.
A lot of
It,
mountains, yeah. The
yeah,
Appalachians run through there.
yeah, I call it
Hey,
a
Jason,
retirement.
Larry, Nacho
Yeah.
Daddy, what's up, guys? Caroline,
Hey,
Krills,
everybody.
What
Larry,
up?
Jack, what up?
Hey, Creels, Larry, Jack, Nacho,
Caroline, IOC.
Caroline.
Caroline.
Everybody else. Yeah, if, and it can you see the chat now?
I can't, but I'm not. I don't really. I don't know. Should I have it up?
Yeah,
You
I
I'm
don't
the
can
know.
same.
hit. There's a
I've had
button.
enough.
Yeah, it's like a comment section. What's up, Wayne?
Yeah.
Sense of wonder.
Hey, Wayne. Sense of wonder.
What's up with them Eagles though?
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. They saying it's gonna be like a trap game because they playing like the Panthers, and the Panthers been getting better. But
Yeah,
I
they
don't
have
know.
been.
They still a shitty record, so I think we could beat them.
Yeah, they're still not that good of a team. Like they're doing all
Yeah,
right, but listen, they're not even winning them games that are close. They're still losing them. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think.
I don't know about Bryce Young though. I never seen him play really. I heard a little bit about him. He's supposed to be like the next like kind of like Cam Newton type player for like Carolina.
I
No,
mean, they
no,
drafted
Caroline.
him. He had a high draft pick, so I don't. Did he
I,
go I think he went one overall.
Did he? I don't know.
Think so. Maybe last year. I forget. But yeah, he's definitely a really high draft pick. But I think he's been underperforming for them. But we'll see.
And they benched him. That's never good for like your
Yeah.
franchise player. Should keep him in there.
Yeah, keep him in there, let him work it out. He has to figure it out. He's going to work or not. Benching him, he's just not really getting the experience or anything. So getting the reps.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But
That's why.
that's
That's why I think Jalen did so good when he was playing bad his first year. We just kept him in there.
yeah, you got to let him work through that. You know what I mean? It's growing pains. It's a different league, different defenses he's seeing. It's everything's different.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah, Eagles look good. I'm excited. We'll see. I was talking to my neighbor about it. Lions look good too. They
Yeah.
look they look real good.
I predicted that shit though. I don't know if you've seen this. So like a couple years ago, like or like before we won the Super Bowl in like 2017, I predicted the whole season. I even made a video about it. Like the Eagles, I said are going to win the Super Bowl. I said Kirk Cousins gonna play good enough so he can get a contract somewhere else. I said, whatchamacallit? I said Brandon Marshall and whatchamacallit? What's his name? The guy Odell Beckham. They gonna be fighting with each other up there, and that's just gonna fall apart in New York. So everything I said in Dallas is gonna fall apart, and everything I said came true that year. And so then I did the same thing this year, and I said I think that the Eagles are gonna play the Lions in the NFC Championship game, and I think we could beat them and get to the big dance. And I'm predicting that's what's gonna happen. That we're gonna play them in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, it's looking like they're both on. That's what we're looking at. Unless somebody gets upset. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. And I think, you know what? I think right now they're definitely the two best teams in the NFC. So we'll see.
I just don't know what they're gonna do with Saquon. Like they're gonna let him keep playing, like even if we like lock up that spot, like because you don't want him to get injured before like the playoffs and shit.
Yeah, and it's looking like, it's looking like he's gonna be right there to win that. He could maybe break the record.
That's what I'm saying. He could break
He's
that
at
record.
1,500. He's at 1,500 right now. He's at 499 or 497 or something crazy, or 1497. And it's like you got 5 games left. He's averaging like 140 a game or something stupid.
Yeah.
So it's like he could shatter that. But I don't know, like you said, if it's, we get down to like the last 2 games, if the seeding doesn't matter, they might pull him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, why leave him in there to get hurt?
That's what I'm saying, to get hurt. But like if you're so close to the record, it's like, you know what I mean? Like might as well let him
if
get
he's
it
in
too,
there,
though.
if he's in there, you can't bench your offensive lineman. Now your starting lineman got to be in there.
That's true.
And you're risking everyone getting hurt, really. But I think as a team, they're going to push that and really try to get him that. Because I think that's important. I think as a team, you got to come together and say, yo, we got to get this for him.
Hell yeah.
And it ain't just for him. It's for the offensive line. It's for all them guys because they're all out there putting in that work. You know what I mean? He doesn't do that without that offensive line.
Hell no.
Because we seen him in New York, and he was still good, but he wasn't this good.
No.
And
He has the most amount of yards he's ever had in the season. And we still, like you said, got like, 4 or 5 games left. So
We
it's
got
crazy.
5 games left. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. But, yeah. That's cool, man. It's a good year for sports. Or only sport I really watch a lot is football. I'm starting to get into baseball a little bit, but I like football. And I always like boxing, but boxing's whenever it happens. Once a month,
basketball's been killing me. The Sixers, they've been up down. I think they gotta get this shit together by February. Otherwise, I don't think they have a shot.
I think the way the team's constructed, it's not there yet. And I think maybe with Embiid, it won't be because he doesn't stay healthy enough. He doesn't play enough. I think that's a whole thing. You know what I mean? Where I get it, you got to rest the players, but it's like the players got to, I don't know. It's just everyone's getting softer, it feels like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially in basketball.
That's all because of Kawhi. Yeah, that's all Kawhi Leonard. He started that bullshit. The resting shit.
The resting and all that. But what else is going on? What's some current events?
Did you hear about that? Yo, you hear about that shit with that dude from New York?
Yeah, the CEO Bull.
Yeah, yo,
and
that shit is
was
crazy.
It broad daylight? They said Bull went to Starbucks before he did it.
Yeah, he's flirting with the chick too. He's like, yeah. Did you see him? He's like smiling.
Crazy. Yeah. And then he said he fled through Times Square on a bike.
Yeah, e-bike, and then he dropped the bike off, and he ended up like jumping on a bus and like taking off. And they said they found the backpack, and they think the pew pew was that's what you gotta say, pew pew was veterinary pew pew to put animals to sleep or something. That's what they were saying.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. There's going to be a lot that comes out about that, I'm sure. But yeah, that's wild.
And then he even wrote on the pew pew seeds. I will say he wrote like shit on there, like about like the insurance company and shit. It had like something to do with some movie somebody was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's wild. But whatever. That's what. I mean, look, it takes a lot of planning and orchestration for any of that to pull that one off.
Man, you can't really do that shit like in the city like that. You know what I mean? Because
Nah,
like there's
you can't.
cameras everywhere.
But
You can't do that.
did the guy not have security though?
No, he had no security. He was naked out there.
That's crazy. To be, how much is that guy worth? A lot. He's got
A
to be worth a lot of
shitload.
money.
Yeah, a shitload of money.
Why was he out there with no, like, not even one bodyguard or nothing?
No, and
I
they
don't know. I'm
announced
not.
it too. They announced it like he was going to go to this conference, and everybody knew that he's going to do this conference. Like it was like on the internet. So like, you know, events like that when they like announce that they're going to be at places, like it's easy to pick somebody off. You know what I mean?
Dog, it's nothing to go hire a security one day, you know, one guy one day, and just be like, yo, accompany me to this event, or just accompany me all day until, you know, we leave or whatever. I mean, it's worth it when you're that rich and you're that powerful. And again, some people, when you're that rich and that powerful, I don't know if the guy was a dude, could have been a scumbag. Who knows? Like the CEO
Yeah.
guy, you know what I mean? Like who knows? But at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself. If you're that rich, it doesn't cost a lot. That's like rappers and stuff. You see that, you know, a lot of them, oh, he was with security. And it's like people think you
Yeah.
lose your street cred. It's like, nah, dog, there's people that might want to harm you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
for the wrong reasons. It might not even be for a legitimate reason, really, why somebody wants to harm you. So it's,
Well, look at that. Look at 6ix9ine. He can't go nowhere without security. You know.
well, he kind of dug himself into that corner. He has a lot of people that want to harm him, but, and I'll say that he did that to himself. He messed with the wrong people, and then, you know,
He told.
turned his back on them. I mean, in that, listen, street life, I'll say one thing. I was divvying in and out of the streets for a long time, and there's no honor amongst thieves. I'm sorry, but there ain't. People
That's
want to
true.
say there is. Now, look, have I met some good people in that world that did live by certain codes and have principles? Absolutely. But for the most part, no. So I think in 6ix9ine's case, it's almost like, you know, like it was bound to go down. I think they were all kind of just jumping on his wave anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think he was even like connected with them. He just got like the money to
Well, I
do the
think he had a
record
production
from them.
deal with them,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So like they saw talent in him. He was rapping. They put a few bucks behind him. And then when he started getting on, I think they felt like, yo, bro, like this is our bread too. We put it up. You know what I mean? He started trying. I think he was slowly trying to distance himself from them people, which he should. He should have never went into business with them in the first place.
Yeah. And then I heard they was smashing his baby mom and like,
yeah, a lot of stuff. I
like
think
crazy shit.
I
You know
think
what I
they
mean?
threw him in a trunk. Like
Yeah,
they did a
yeah.
lot of crazy stuff. I don't know if I could say that word. That's why I said throw him in the trunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was doing some stuff. But I mean, 6ix9ine was a gimmicky artist, if you ask me at best. He wasn't
I
going.
think so.
There was no longevity in what he did. It was a trend. It hit and then it left. He was kind of one of the first that I remember on that drill scene. Because I remember I didn't even know what that was. I was like, what is drill music? I didn't really get it. Because I guess
Chief
we're
Keef,
older.
I knew about it because of like
Chief
that
Keef,
rapper,
yeah,
Chief Keef. Yeah.
Chief Keef was probably one of the few ones. But then that New York scene, I think 6ix9ine was one of the first that I remember, or at least one of the first that blew up off of it.
And then that shit got like really big over in the UK. Like all UK rappers
I heard
are trying
about
to be
that.
like drill
I
rappers.
did. Yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. But I mean, I think, I don't know. I've never been there, so I can't experience that. That's also one thing I want to do. I want to live in London for a year before I die. Just for a year, kind of. I want to feel the culture. I've always been infatuated with like Guy Ritchie movies and shit. And I know that's probably a dumb way to look at it, but I've always wanted to kind of like chill in London. And I feel like hopefully one day I'll be able to. So that's dope.
I see Battle Mom in the comments. Where'd you go? I was like, go ask. But
I was letting you guys chit chat.
I got you. I didn't know if something happened with your connection. That's why.
Oh no, I was letting
she's up
you guys
there.
talk. Letting everybody know that I wasn't ignoring them, you know. I was
Nah, it's all
letting
good.
Caroline know that I noticed that Nacho Daddy peeks on her everywhere she goes.
Hmm,
Everywhere. He peeks
that's
at her.
funny.
Hell yeah.
Yes, we are teaming up on you, Nacho Daddy.
You're talking. No, that's all good. Um, but yeah, so like I don't know, like with hip hop and shit. Like, did you hear the new Kendrick album?
I heard some of it. I didn't hear the whole thing. I think some of it's all right. Some of what I heard, I see a lot of people not liking it. I mean, I like older Kendrick. I like his. I love Good Kid, Mad City, and I love
Yeah,
Section 80, and I love
yeah.
bits and pieces of everything else. But I don't know. I think Kendrick's dope. I think he's super dope.
Yeah, I like Kendrick
Very
myself.
introspective. Like he's deep. He. I don't know. He gets a little deep on it.
I was
I
listening
like
to him when he
Dax.
was in a group called Black Hippie, and that's how I found out a lot about a lot of those artists on that label.
Absol.
Yeah, Absol, J Rock,
Yeah.
and which we go Schoolboy Q.
That label's ill. They got a ton of. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think Kendrick's on that label anymore, but that's where he
yeah. He
came from.
started his own shit, but he's still like
Yeah,
connected to
yeah.
him.
Top Dog. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Top Dog. There you go. I had a brain fart for a minute.
I love all them artists. Schoolboy's ill, super ill.
Yeah, I'm doing the slide on camera right now, Mountain Mama. That's why I call it the Chester slide.
I call it the McFly slide.
Yeah, I think it's cool, you know.
Okay, Caroline.
I started doing that because when I was on YouTube and shit, I noticed that like people would be like doing that like live, and then all of a sudden they would just like their channel would be gone, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that, yo, like that shit ain't worth it. But if I'm not on camera, I started thinking like, how would like Scooby Doo do it, or like that '70s show, like you know what I mean? Like you ain't seen nothing, but you kind of know, and I think that's cool, you know, sleight of hand and shit.
Those gummies. Those
Uh,
gummies are nice.
Corey, you there?
The Canna Burst. I think he froze up on us.
I think he froze too for a sec.
Oh, he'll be back.
Yeah. Always steering the ship, you know. That's what you
Yeah,
gotta do.
that's right.
So I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm trying to read the comments and then like, you know, talk with the guests, so I'm going back and forth. But the way you handled it, jumping in there, that was actually quite genius.
Yes, yes. I didn't want him to think that I was ignoring him or you was ignoring him.
Yeah.
And while you guys talk, I can jump in there and chit chat too.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can get them back. Hold up.
I hope everybody's having a good night. Oh, hey guys. Oh, we
There you
enjoy
go.
you, Larry. We appreciate you.
Oh, here we go. Got Murdoch.
Turn them.
Oh, what's good?
I cannot hear y'all for some
Can't
reason.
hear? See, you had the same problem too.
Can you hear us now? I don't think you can.
Hmm.
Hey, Creels.
Yo, like I was trying to tell him, you
Hey,
got like
Wayne.
if you could hear me, like you gotta
He'll be
test it.
back. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
steering the ship. You know,
Yeah.
that's
We
what I
got
call it.
this. I'm doing good, Creels. How are you? Hey, Wayne.
Hey everybody.
How's everybody's
Hey
night going?
everybody. There we go. Bang bang. Add the stage. Add the stage.
Yo, I don't know what
You
happened, but it kicked me off.
Yeah, it did the same shit to
you gotta
me
send me a
earlier.
message or something how I can hear you because I cannot hear you.
You can't hear us at all?
My mic is
Is there-
working.
Yo,
Is it under
when he goes
settings?
in there, like, if you
Settings?
I don't know, yeah,
Audio?
when you go in there at first, like, I test it, like, and you can see the sound, it'll move up and down and shit. You know what I mean? So, like, you'll test the
Go to
sound
the
and it'll, like,
audio.
move up and down. And
I cannot.
that's how you
yo.
know it works. That's why I did that, so I know you can't hear me.
I can hear him perfectly.
I know,
Yeah,
I
Can't
can
he
hear you
hear
sounds-
you,
fine.
man. So I don't
He
know what's wrong
sounds
with it.
great.
Try to like write them can you like write them on Messenger, like to try to go back in there, like that's what I'm saying. When you come in here and like you see the camera and then the mic comes on, I noticed like when the mic didn't work on mine,
Yeah.
they go back out and then like restart it. That's why I restarted my phone before I went live tonight.
Yeah, I just restarted mine when it kicked me off.
It said sign
Yeah.
off and sign in. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear everyone now.
Yeah, he sounded perfect.
Yeah.
It just sucks he couldn't hear us.
Good. He was
But then you
good.
had an issue with it too. Maybe like
Yeah.
his audio. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. But yeah, if you go in there, you can see that microphone and the camera, and then it moves. Like, so that's how I know the audio is working.
Let's see.
You
I
got
wonder
that?
if he has a Bluetooth device connected because it'll do that too.
Oh yeah. You might have a Bluetooth because I have issue with mine. Remember, it comes
I do
in
too.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could definitely be a problem.
Yep.
Yo, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear us?
I can hear you
And
now.
do you have a
but-
Bluetooth device? You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I had to switch it to, which was
All right,
weird.
good shit.
It had default headset or speakerphone, and I tried the ones that made sense, and they didn't work. So I put it on headset, which I don't have a headset hooked up, so I don't know what was going on there.
No, it's cool because like sometimes when I go in and I'll come in with my headphones, like it comes in on my phone right away, and then I gotta go into the settings, and then I gotta hit the phone, and then I hit the headphones again, and then it works.
It works, yeah. I had to flip
So
through.
it's just a pain in the ass.
I had to flip through the settings for some reason. What's going on though?
My
Ain't
baby
shit.
mom is working, struggling way too long.
We just chilling, bullshit, and you know.
Yeah.
We chilling. I thought Lex was gonna get on here. We could talk about the album, but he ain't here. So, but you're here, so let's talk. John Murdoch.
Well, is there a way to turn this up?
Murdoch's
You can't
in
hear
the
us?
building.
I can hear you. I wish it was a little bit louder. Let me try it real quick.
Yeah, my phone. I feel like it's a little lower, but it's quiet as hell out here, so I can hear y'all perfect.
That's why I have to use the headphones because like
Mountain Mama, you a little like she's. I don't know. Her mic's a little softer, but it's probably because she's a woman.
Yeah, I use
Our
the
savage,
headphones
our savage voices pierce right through the fucking.
too.
Yeah, no, I can hear you. It's just it's not that loud. It's on my speaker, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to. Let me try one more time. Let's try the microphone one and see what happens.
What you doing?
he's trying to connect something.
Now I don't know. Say something. No,
Yo,
that ain't working.
can you hear us?
Yep.
So it has to
Testing,
go to.
testing. 1, 2.
Mic check. 1, 2.
Man, headset. That's the only thing that works. I don't know. I'm on the phone, so who knows?
That's
I
what
mean,
you were
we
saying.
could-
If it was a
But,
Bluetooth
yeah, Lex-
device connected.
I don't know. It only had 3 options, so It's pretty straightforward on the screen.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's loud enough. It's just not real loud, but it's on the speaker, whatever.
I know your mic's perfect.
What's good though?
We can,
Yeah, your
Yeah.
mic's good.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mic sounds nice. We chilling. What's up? We
It's
was
just-
talking about the CEO bull
Yeah.
that got clipped in New York. That John was wild.
Somebody didn't like him. I don't know who.
Something happened.
He wrote like what? The pose. He wrote all this crazy stuff on the pew pew seeds, I call them.
Yeah, yeah.
He was,
Yeah,
writing,
they
he, was
did.
writing, he was writing stuff on the bullets and stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I seen that. I don't know what the hell. Who knows?
What was he writing on them? Like, what would you write on that? This is for you. And
No, he
you?
wrote like the
Nah.
he wrote the pose.
He wrote some like cryptic stuff. This guy thought he was in a Dan Brown book. What's he talking about? My man
Yeah.
thought he was. You ever see them
That
Dan
pew
Brown
pew was
movies?
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Angels and
Yeah.
Demons and all that? I remember reading them books.
Like Tom Hanks. Well, the ones that Tom Hanks was in and shit.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. It's Da Vinci
What
Code.
movie? Oh, Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci
All the
Code
Dan,
and
yeah,
Angels and
all the
Demons.
Dan Brown shit.
You know they got a series right now. It's based upon what? Yeah, if you're cooking it, hell yeah. She said, "Do you want dinner?" You got that right away.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what
If you
time is it?
cook
What time is it over there? Like 6?
Six something,
Yeah.
almost 7, I think. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 hours behind you guys.
Quarter to 7.
Oh
We're
yes, and then
almost
it's
at 9.
like 7 then. Yeah.
We on Mountain
Okay.
Time.
McFly, you want to explain who Murdoch is to the audience?
Well,
Murdoch's in the
yeah, I
building.
rather, well, Murdoch is an MC, but I rather him explain like who he is. You know.
Yeah.
Who are you,
Explain.
John Murdoch? Tell us. Tell us all.
I'm just
I'm all ears.
a guy on the run. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. Well, I mean, what's the topic on? About what are we going into? About music
No,
stuff?
you just
What are
introducing yourself, like so people
Yeah.
know who you are.
Yeah.
Just set a platform. You know what I mean?
Who you are, what you do.
What are you famous
Johnny
for, Doc?
Johnny 5.
Johnny.
That's right.
No, yeah, I have MC'd in at one point in time or another.
You founded a legendary group called Foundation.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
I would say so. I mean,
That's all.
even if we're just local legends, I would say that we definitely made a little impact to a few people's life. That's what it's about, I guess.
No, definitely.
I mean, we didn't hit like
That's what it's
Eminem or nothing, but we slid in and got,
not many
we slid
people
in and got a
have.
few fans.
Yeah.
Not many people have, right? Not many people. Not many,
Right.
Yeah,
many
I don't
people
think
have.
anyone's ever had that impact.
Nah, so what? Shit, it's been a long time. Now we're old now. So when did we start? 90. What year was
We
it?
started-
90, 98,
Well,
99?
Yeah, I started
I
coming
was like in
home
8th
because
grade.
I was on furloughs kind of on the weekends. Remember them, Doc?
Yeah,
Where I would
yeah.
come home.
When I first started making beats,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
was that? Like late 90s, and
Yeah.
then Fitz used
we
to
had
come
the
by.
tape recorder. I would say Mason Street. We had the tape
Oh,
recorder.
that's right. Yeah, before that, the tape recorder. Yeah.
I would say
We just would
Mason
have a
Street.
tape recorder and play beats. Yeah, before we started
We
Yeah, I
would
making
play
did
them.
that
beats.
shit. Yeah.
We would play
But
beats,
that-
freestyle, kick some verses we had laying around. And I don't know. And then out of nowhere, I think my dad had acid. He had got it for Sid.
That's right. That's
Down
right.
Forge acid. And then I just stole all this shit from my dad and we figured it out. Like
Well, that's how I met John too. Though.
through Sid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back then.
That's
I
how I
live
knew
with-
you.
yeah, 'cause I
I
live with
only
your
knew you,
brother.
Johnny. I only knew you through my brother and then Sag too, because Sag was living with you at one time.
That was way.
in-
That was way.
Yeah.
That was way after.
Broomall. Yeah, it was way after. But
after. Yeah.
I think that's kind of when I met Johnny, though. Man, I might have met you over at the house on Thorndale, though.
Yeah, I
could be
met
wrong.
you over there a couple times.
With
Yeah, I
McCade
definitely
and
met
all
you
that.
over
But
there.
yeah, I don't know. I vaguely remember a lot of those times. I was doing a lot of hard drugs back then.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the Grover Street house in Phoenixville or it was Thorndale, but it was around. It was a long time ago now. That'd be like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Or more.
Tell you.
I don't.
It's crazy.
Time flies.
But yeah, we was
So
getting the
so
joints.
yes. So it would be
Go ahead,
me
go
and
ahead.
Fit. It'd be me and Fitz, and then later on, Lex we started just doing stuff together, and then it just became a group. Really, it
Well, Lex-
just kind of naturally happened. It wasn't like we were looking for anybody or anything like that. It just kind of cohesively happened, and then
Well, Lex was
started
working
making
with
shit.
Sid. He was working
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Sid
yeah.
with that whole quantum shit, and they made some decent records back then. I thought some dope shit.
They
Lex
did.
was dope.
I heard it.
Everyone
That
else,
shit was dope.
everyone else,
Yeah, it
like
was
Sid
good.
was ill on some of the joints. I think Josh had a few joints where he really crushed it. Josh Kenner, and then it was Lex. So it was really small. It was really Sid, Josh, Lex, DNA doing some of the production. It was just, I mean, they were just trying to figure it out too. Like it was just kind of just jam sessions and shit. But I remember Lex hearing all that when I was away. So I was away, and like I said, I was on like these little furloughs, and I would come home and shit. But that's when I started wanting to rap because I'm like, oh, shit, my brother's doing it, Lex is doing it, and when I got home, I always knew Doc did it because Doc, you was doing it when we was young bulls, 15. We'd be sitting in his crib, you know, smoking or something, and Doc would just start kicking freestyles and stuff. He would be like, yo, I got some written stuff. I remember he used to kick it for us.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just
But
kind of,
that-
we all kind of wanted the same thing. We all just wanted to rap, so we just kind of found each other and did it. Me and Doc were
Exactly.
kicking it for a long time anyway, but
Yeah,
we were
yeah. For
friends
many years.
before all
Yeah,
that.
I knew that shit. I knew you guys way before all that shit. But back
Grover
then,
Street?
that was like the
Grover
first thing that you could have for one of the first things you could have for like home computers to make music with and shit like that.
Yes.
That didn't exist really before that. Like maybe like Pro Tools, but that was the
Yeah.
big money. That was only in like big studios.
Well, Acid
And then
was
other companies started making it, and the technology came. You know, it got better, and then you could start doing it on a computer. But not many people were doing that shit back then. Now, every time you see somebody's studio, what's in it? A computer, right? But back
Yeah.
then, that wasn't
Listen,
the
It was all
case.
analog.
we was on
Yeah.
the cutting edge,
Yeah,
probably
because
because
that
of my
shit was
dad
just coming out back then.
My
Yeah.
dad being a nerd and just buying it for my older brother who was into music his whole life, and you know that's what he was trying to pursue. And I just kind of gripped it because I was like, I think we could use this. And Doc was like, yo, I know we can
Yeah.
use it. So Doc was the brains. I didn't know how to work computers or nothing back then, even though my dad was a straight nerd and had like 60 computers in the house. Dog, in the 90s, I had like 4 computers set up in my crib. My dad was just a tech geek. He like was into it. He wanted to know how to like build computers and shit.
Yeah,
But
my dad was like that too.
yeah, and he wasn't wrong because next thing you know, it boomed and it was like for real. I was like, damn, like you seen that coming, I guess. But yeah, we was on,
Yeah.
dog. We was starting to mess with the digital stuff right around the time the labels kind of started moving into that.
Yeah.
It wasn't much different. I mean, it was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of that shit. It was all
I remember Koch.
drum machines
think-
and shit like that, but there wasn't any. There was a couple different programs, but they were just all fairly new. And then, yeah, obviously it went to what it is. I mean, every single studio now has a computer.
You
Everybody's
started,
That's
You
all
started
some
digital
studios
shit.
are. It's just a computer. It's crazy.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
But
that's
at
all,
one
that's all
point we
do.
didn't. That's all.
Computer and the
Yeah, but back
Computer and the
then
mic.
we didn't. We were like kind of second guessing it. We were like, "Is this what the fuck are we using a computer for? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, we need some real shit." But we didn't,
Yeah, we
totally
was-
understand it until a few years
No,
in.
we-
Like, oh shit, this is really the real shit. But yeah,
Yo,
it
we
took
was
a little bit.
ganking computers. Remember, we was on Heist to the Century Steakhouse.
Don't say nothing about that. That was a very long time ago. That's a very
We
long
was
time ago.
bugging, dog. I remember we was tripping, but we got a couple and we started figuring it out. I remember we got the Mac and realized,
We went. But
That's
put it this
smart.
way: we wanted to do it that bad that we went out and
yeah, we was like,
do
we gonna
something
figure
for it,
this
but-
out. We went to great lengths just to rap for y'all. You know what I mean? Appreciate that.
That's cool.
We
Yeah.
risked our freedom sometimes just to rap.
Yes, we did. But then started saving up some money and started buying shit, and that's the route we went later on. That
Started with the Kurtzwell. With the piano keys. It
I
had
mean,
the
yo,
little
that's how
keys.
hip hop started, though. Like they say, like in the '70s, they had some blackout, and then everybody was stealing like from the music shops, like drum machines and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
all this
that
crazy
sounds
shit.
about
And
right.
that's how like hip hop was born because of that
I,
shit.
I remember
People,
hearing about
you
that.
know,
That's like a real famous blackout. That's a real
The
famous black.
blackout.
It's like
I think it's
summertime,
the
right?
son of
Summertime. Some grid
the
went
son of
down
Sam.
because it was too hot or something.
I think it's the Son of Sam. It's the same year, I think.
Was it the
yeah,
same time?
I think so.
It was the
77
Summer
or
of Sam.
something.
It was David Berkowitz when he was
Are you
unliving a
sure?
bunch of people in New York City. Yeah.
What, that was the late '70s when it happened.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The
David
40.
Berkowitz.
Who was he? The
If you
44
watch
caliber, 44
40,
caliber
yeah,
killer or something.
44.
Yeah.
Unaliver.
Berkowitz. Yeah, that's a good movie they made
Berkowitz.
about him too. I thought it was pretty
yeah, I
good.
like.
Spike Lee made a movie.
Spike Lee killed that. That was a
I thought it
dope.
was good.
It's one of his best movies. I
seen
think.
that. I seen that in the movie theater when it came out. Was that
It's
early
one of his, I think it's
2000s
one
or
of
something?
Spike's best. And I'm a big Spike
I
Lee
liked
guy,
it.
but that's one
I
of
like
his
Spike
best
Lee
movies.
too.
That was a great movie.
Even
Oh,
though he
going
makes
into-
Italians look crazy in all his movies, like the Italians are always the bad guys.
Yeah.
He
Pay
does.
attention.
He does.
Yeah.
He must. You know what? He grew up in a neighborhood. You can tell by like Do the Right Thing. He grew up in a neighborhood to where Italians weren't nice to him.
Yeah.
Somebody was mean to him because he takes
He
it out on
burnt. They
them.
burned down the Sal's Pizza Shop, right? Is
Yeah,
that
they
what it
burned
was?
down
Was it
the-
Sal's?
I was like, ah,
They burnt down the
Yeah.
pizza shop and everything.
I like Sal though. Sal was tough. I like Sal. Sal was dope. He was a little biggity, but you know what I mean? Like that's real though.
yeah.
It was a good movie.
That's real. I don't care what anybody says. I
Yeah,
work
it
in
was, I mean, I think I like everything he made. I'm
I
trying
think,
to think
yeah,
if I,
I'm
something I
going-
disliked. I don't know. He
I
made a
don't know
lot
if
of
I
good shit.
loved everything he made, but a lot. He has a lot. He's pretty consistent. He makes really good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Talking about movies, I just watched that Beetlejuice. I didn't.
Oh,
That's
you
the
seen
first,
it?
my
I'm about-
first time
Everybody
watching it
talking
tonight.
about that.
Dog, I was going to watch it
Yeah.
earlier, but then I ate some magical vegetables, and I just didn't get around to it.
That's what I'm doing
Watch it,
now.
watch it on them. You'll definitely probably have a fucking different
Yeah, I probably
experience
should.
there.
I think after this episode, I might eat them before I get off of here, and then jump right into Beetlejuice.
Yo,
Beetlejuice,
I
Beetlejuice,
liked it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good second one, especially on years later, and it matched up with the first one. It was. I thought the
Yeah,
story was
yeah.
good. I thought the effects were good. You know, they did the music and all that shit, like in the first one, but mixed
Yeah,
it
was
up a little
Winona
different.
Ryder a big part of the movie?
Yeah, she's the mom.
Yeah, she was the main. Yeah, she was main. Plus, her mom was a big one.
And then,
And
bro, that new girl.
She did. All of them acted just like in the first one. You know,
Yeah.
all of them killed.
But
I
that
thought they
new-
all killed it. It wasn't like any loose ends going on. The story was good. They had all the feel of it was the feel that you want it to be. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I liked it. You know, I'm a big fan of the first one.
And
So
I think
some
you're-
people
you're
didn't
pretty
like it.
good-
but-
You're a pretty good judge of movies. You put me on a lot of
Yeah.
movies.
I watched a ton of them, but some people were saying they didn't like it when it first came out, and I'm like, damn. So I didn't have high expectations, and I watched it. I'm like, oh, they're bugging this shit still.
There he is. What's up, Lex?
Yo, can you hear me? My bad, I'm in the car. When I'm not talking, I'll keep my mic muted.
No, that's
It's all
cool.
good. What's up with
I
you?
can't-
Introduce yourself, Lex.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
hear any
Lex
background.
Starwin. Yeah, this is Lex Starwin, 1/3 of the legendary Foundation crew. Just kicking it so that I join Johnny Boys. What's the name of this podcast? Because I don't remember if it's the same one I was on before
No, it's
or
a
if it's a
new
different
one.
one. It's a
Yeah,
new
it's
one.
a
What's
new
the name
one.
of this one?
It's the Anything and Everything podcast. So like,
The Anything
if you
and
go look
Everything.
it up on YouTube, it's at that Anything and Anything that Anything and Everything podcast.
That Anything and Everything podcast. Yes, it's a blessing to be here today, man. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, yeah.
How long y'all been on? Y'all been on since 8?
We started a little late. Probably like
Gotcha.
8:15.
It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm just leaving Christmas Village up in Reading, PA. Seen all the lights lit up.
Okay.
Got the fam out here. It wasn't too bad. I could have got here a little earlier. Kids were a little tired, but other than that, it was a blast, man. The lights look crazy.
Yeah, I gotta take my daughter. They got something similar out here in Arizona. I gotta take her. So my girl's
Yeah,
been getting
Monica-
on me, so we gotta go.
Monica said she was coming up. You know, she bring her daughter here every year, and my wife heard about it. I was like, oh, I love the lights. Let's go see it. And last year we went to Christmas Village, but we went to the one in Philly, not realizing she was talking about a different one.
That's what I
So
thought
she
you
was
were
a little
talking about
disappointed.
when you said it.
Yeah, we were down there last year, and that one was dope too, but that was more like flea market style.
Yeah.
They had a lot of dope snacks, food, performers dressed up, taking shots. Like, it was fun. It was definitely fun, but this was a little bit nicer, like visually.
You can see
Not-
the parade too
you-
at nighttime.
Yeah, not as much to do, but you know, visually it was stunning, man. Especially with
Who's
the
that?
frozen
That's-
lake.
Yo, that's Stacy right there.
Yeah, she's driving.
What up, Stace?
Sip it up.
She can't hear me, but
Yeah, so what's the topics tonight? Are we just busting it up, or is there anything specific?
you're the top.
Yeah, just busting it up. Yeah.
Me,
I
I'm
like
the top.
that. You're the
Oh,
topic.
sheesh.
You the top.
Oh,
you put out
goodness.
the legendary album this year, and we
I did.
wrapping
I
up the
appreciate
year.
that. I
We wrapping up
appreciate
the
that,
year.
man.
We got to talk about that album.
I mean, the fans have been digging it. The vinyl sales are slow but steady. I really need a music video. I haven't really reached out to anybody. I was supposed to hit up G Clef and see if he has any resources for that. Because like the last cats I shot a video with, I think it was like the Mad World dudes, and I must not have talked to either of them. We haven't seen them online for like at least 4 or 5 years. So I don't even know if they're still doing stuff. Shout out to CJ and Dave. I think the other dude's name was. Yeah, man. So I need some resources.
You know what, Lex? I could
Stop
ask,
doing music videos though.
Lex,
I
I
used
could
to do
ask
that
my
shit.
brother-in-law. He's out your way. I could just ask him a number. But yo, he's like an independent film director. That's what he does. So I'll ask him a
Yeah.
number. If he could give me a decent number on something, I think
Sure.
y'all can put something together.
Yeah, something basic.
He's
I'm
really
not trying
dope.
to go
Like, he's a dope
crazy.
dude.
I don't need like special effects or nothing crazy. Just like, because I
Yeah, you
imagine,
do.
you know, I don't know
Yeah,
what
you do.
is the most
Put the
time
special
consuming, but I
effects
would
up in
imagine
there.
the editing.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't need Spielberg on the job, but I need something to look half decent, you know.
Well, listen, he's a
Fucking
young
Spielberg
I've been
style.
dabbling with CapCut. Get
What's
Spickelstein
that?
on it.
Everybody
been,
talks about
dabbling
that.
with
Mountain
CapCut.
Mama's on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I use CapCut a lot. I enjoy
Yeah,
CapCut.
it's not bad. I'm just starting to get the hang of it, so hopefully in the future, you know, I'll be a little more proficient. But it's not too bad.
Hold on. What is CapCut?
It's an editing
video-
app.
Yeah, it's put up on the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I never
right.
even heard of it. See, y'all put me on to something.
Yeah.
So
a
what
lot
is
of
it?
people
Talk to me.
use
What
it
is it?
on YouTube.
Oh, so is it to edit videos?
Yeah.
Okay. I never used that, but I use different shit. I use Magic for just easy stuff, and then I use Vegas Pro.
Yeah, most people I know to edit now.
I mean, Vegas Pro is fire. It costs money though. It's not. I don't know if CapCut's free.
I always like
I think it's free. I think it's free.
doing music
I think it
with
is free.
Vegas.
No,
Um,
Vegas,
well,
the new Vegas
CapCut
Pro
is free.
Fire.
With CapCut, you can get CapCut.
What's
Pro,
freemium? They
which
got
you
a
have
paid.
to-
They got
Yeah,
they
you
got a
have to pay.
paid like service freemium.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Like,
into it
get all
because
the
I
dope
haven't,
shit.
I haven't played with that yet. So I'm gonna
It's
start
another
playing.
good.
Yeah, it is. And what I do
Yeah,
Now,
DaVinci
does it
Resolve
work-
is another freemium one.
Does it
It's
work
not
with
bad.
iPhones as well? It's
Yeah.
iPhone friendly.
Yeah, that's what I have is iPhone.
Okay.
What was that, Mountain Mama?
What I do is I'll edit a video and then I layer it with other edits, which makes it pretty awesome. Ain't nobody else to have that edit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you've layered your edits.
Got you. Okay. I'm gonna start playing with it. Good looking. Thank y'all for that.
Yeah.
I usually just mess with the Clips app on my iPhone,
Yeah.
and I just bring in videos and shit, and I edit with that kind. I could add sound. I could even put my music behind shit, and
Yeah.
just put it out quick.
I know Splice. There was one I used to use on iPhone. It was called Splice. It was pretty cool, but it's limited. It's like almost amateur hour if you're messing with it. I didn't think it was. It's not really too sophisticated. And again, this was years ago, but yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Editing software is important when you're in the digital world.
Hell
Yeah, man. You got it. Everyone's a content creator nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I do it on spare time to keep my mind busy when I'm not at work. But I know
Absolutely.
a lot of people do like do it for, you know,
That's
to
their
make
job,
money.
you know.
That's their job. It's their job.
It's all work.
See, I get some money off of it, but like I don't look at it like a job. Like, you know what I mean? I still need a job.
Yeah. I mean, eventually it'll start paying your bills, but yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, get them stream numbers up enough, it'll definitely pay the bills.
Hell yeah.
Get them
That's why we
numbers
got
up,
you
the
on here,
rookie
Lex.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get out of the rookie numbers leagues, man. I'm on trying to get my little social media buzz up. TikTok's been clicking a little bit. I gotta post more stuff to YouTube
TikTok
and get my
has
channel branded.
the best algorithm, I think, of any reel,
It does because it got
if you ask me.
because it got that state sponsored, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
spyware built into it.
I think when you
Yeah,
They put their top engineers on it to make sure they, you know what I mean, they feed you just what they need to get that data out you.
well, you know,
They
it's
was just
that
talking about shutting it
Asian
down.
that
You hear
Asian
about that?
engineering ain't no joke. You know what I mean? They be
Well,
on.
I mean, it's a smoke screen because the way they're treating people's data is no different than any of the big tech companies
It's not.
is
They
treating
all do the
people's
same
data.
thing.
They all do the same thing
Yeah, they sell your information and all that for ads.
and build a profile on you so they know how to sell to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone said, I saw the
That's why when
saw
you
the
say
one
something
video-
on the phone, that's like, Lex, I'll be on the phone, I'll say something to you. Next thing you know, they'll
Pop
be
right up.
advertising on my YouTube. I'm like, what the hell
Pop.
just happened?
I
pop
see
right
that
up
shit
because it's
too.
Same
always
exact
listed.
thing we just talked about comes across. It's like, come on, dog. That's not. I don't believe in being stupid.
It's always
Yeah, but I
listed.
mean, but it is what it is. Everyone's
Exactly
trying to
how they
sell
do it.
something.
Facts.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
We're trying to sell Lex's album. Lex is trying to off some albums. I'm trying to sell
I
jokes.
definitely am.
Doc still got like
Facts.
50,000 beats. He needs to start selling them beats.
All right, I should. I probably should just off them.
That's where the money is. That's how we
Yo,
start.
they
this
had
I
this
business.
told you, man.
contest. They had this contest coming here to Philly. Like they were looking like for MCs. And I just got some email about it. So I don't know. It's pretty dope. Like you guys could like enter it or something.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
I think you could
kiss
smoke
my ass.
people. You know what I mean? I think it'd be dope.
I don't know,
I ain't
man. I
messing with
think
them. I ain't doing that
Forward
again.
info, why not?
New battles
Go
today
ahead.
don't have any beats behind it. I don't like that. It's all acapella bullshit. I hate that shit when it comes to battling now. I miss
remember-
the beats.
I remember DJ SL had us down on Delaware Ave somewhere.
Oh,
trying to
right,
audition
man.
for some crazy.
That's the one that got shut down. They were fighting before we got on.
Nah.
No.
This was Lex. You was
That's
wasn't
got
Lex
heat.
there?
We were
I
down
forget,
like
man.
Delaware
we went to one
Ave.
down there.
We were down on
We-
Delaware Ave at the studios down there. It was like a recording studio.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in Philly that time.
Then
And
the
we went
Roots,
up in
the
there.
Roots used to record there, right?
They
I
probably
don't know if
did.
this was the spot.
There's a
David. I'm
bunch
sure
of
they
rooms
probably
there.
did
It's a
at
nice
some point.
place. These people were con artists. This shit was hilarious. I don't want to
Yeah,
feel.
they
I don't
rented
feel like
out a
telling this
studio.
whole story, but it was funny.
Can you
Doc,
not just
you-
be
that
patient?
sounds funny.
Doc,
You
you know
were-
what they
what-
did, right?
You were there.
Was I there? I don't.
Nah,
I'm
see,
saying,
I
you
don't
know what they
why don't I
did.
remember this? Why don't I remember this?
Yo, they rented out a studio, like literally a studio room, and then held an audition. That's all they did.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
yeah, Lex was there. It wasn't me. It was me, you, Lex, and
Was it like
SL, right?
Philly's Got Talent? Like what the hell? Why don't I remember
Yeah,
this?
pretty much.
No, that's
Yeah, it was
crazy.
pretty much something like that.
Got
He drug us
1%,
down there,
Noah.
Oh man.
It's got 1%, dude.
and they started doing the
That shit was
They had the
New York
Rasta
version.
guy on there. He started doing Rasta music and shit, and then Corey was the backup guy going boom, boom,
Dylan.
boom, boom.
His name was
Yeah.
Lodge.
It was in Dylan.
It was
Dylan,
hilarious. It was
Dylan,
something like that.
Dylan.
Yeah, it was something very
It's right
similar.
now, and I am driving.
They had
Okay,
shit. They
now
even
is
had
not the
people
time.
like they even had people dancing and shit, like dancers and everything like that. Oh my god, it was a fucking joke.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I
It
can't,
was
the
getting it.
people won't
Yeah,
reach
I'm
back
glad.
there.
Shit, be glad you don't remember it.
I feel like I should remember this, and I'm just drawing a blank.
It was
I do
back in
remember
the
when
day.
I forget who took us down there, but there was a club out front of the strip club, the Cave, when it was open. You know, the Chip and Dale style shit. They had a
Yeah. I
club
went to a
outside
club
of
there
it.
before too. Yeah.
And we had a show we were supposed to do. I don't know who I was with, but I remember being there, or maybe it was like a talent open mic kind of thing. And I think I might have went with Cadence. This might have been the Quantum days now that I think about it. And motherfuckers start fighting and getting all rowdy, and they had to shut the shit down before it even started, really. I mean, a couple people went on, and it was dope. There were 2 acts ahead of me, and I'm ready to rock. And they started fighting each other, and they both wouldn't even come to the stage. So he called the act before me, and when he didn't come out of the crowd, he was like, all right, fuck it, we're just going to shut it down then. And I try to run. I'm like, nah, man, I'm ready to rock. I'll go on. And it's too late. Like, they just shut it down.
That's crazy. I know what club you're talking about. I went to that club because I know like they had like a strip club right next to it. Like
I forget what it's called, but yeah.
You went to John? You was at the Cave?
Yep. The Cave was the strip
Yeah,
club.
I wasn't in the Cave. I was next door.
So I was like, let me find out.
It
He
was
was
like
up
a
in there.
pasture, same building type of deal.
I'm not
Come
sad,
out the
yo.
cave.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
just
I ain't
messing with you.
sad.
I know the area it was in, but I don't remember. I don't know where it was though.
It was right on Delaware. I think it was
Yeah,
right
right
near
on
the
It was right
Delaware.
on Delaware. It was right on Delaware. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
right
like
on
It was
right
Delaware.
right near the
across.
casino that's down there, Sugar House. It's right around there.
It was across at Egypt. Remember, there used to be a club called Egypt down there.
Yeah, I know it. It's right
Old school,
across,
of
right across
course.
from the gas station there. It's probably a
Yeah.
Lukoil now or something.
Egypt was my first nightclub. Egypt was my
Yeah,
first
That's
me
where
too.
nightclub.
Space was
Yeah,
too.
me
Space
too.
was behind it.
I went to Space too, actually, when I was young.
Space
Yeah,
was
you
behind
know what?
the gas station, right?
Yeah, it was back there on that front street or whatever that was back there. But
Mhm.
I drove down there months ago. I forget why I was down there, but maybe it was down there for I forget. But they tore that building down. It's not there no more.
Was it like an apartment now?
Yeah, it was just torn down. It was just flat ground. So they're probably most likely, they're probably going to build something like that because that little area down there is all like them
It's
new
money.
style apartments and shit like that.
Yeah, they're gonna put some ill condos down there.
Yeah, so that building was old. And I was like, am I tripping? I drove down it and I'm like, I know that building was here. And I was looking around like, yo, I know it was right here. So I Googled it when I got home and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that shit's gone. So they were like, it was like just torn down when I drove by it. That shit's long gone.
That joint out of here. Space was the spot.
Yeah, I've been there
that
before
was-
when I was like young. I went there when I was like 16. Like I was
Sounds
young.
about, yes. How old are you now?
I'm 41. I just turned 41.
Oh,
I
yeah.
keep
So,
thinking-
yeah. You would probably be about 15, 16 or something going there then because I was like 18 and
That's
I'm
how old I
44.
was.
So, yeah.
I was like 15, 16.
Yeah, I don't think were they IDing people over like that, or were we just going in? It was just like fuck it.
You could sneak in. They weren't tight on it.
I forget.
No,
I
you can
forget.
give them you can give them an extra $10 and he'll let you in. That's what I did.
I remember one day being in there and I was sitting on the couch and I looked over and it was like a door to go into an office, or they call it, I guess, their office. It looked like a fucking closet or something, but they had fucking bags like this big. I'm talking about like this fucking big, filled up with fucking ecstasy and stacks of money because they were just selling it in the club. That was their main thing.
Yeah,
to really
that's
pump
how
the
they
shit.
did
Oh
it.
yeah.
That
And
was
the
the
guys
real-
looked up.
Yeah.
It looked like some Russian dudes or something. It was a couple white dudes, and they looked over at me, and then they told the guy, "Shut the door." And they shut the door, and I'm like, Psh, "Don't get me thinking." But it was the wrong thing to do. But I ain't never hear about nothing like that happening there though. But they definitely had some wild shit going on down there.
I could only
No, that
imagine
was the
how much
hustle.
money you made on a weekend down there, probably.
Yeah, on a Friday,
$100,000.
Saturday night.
Tons,
Oh, yeah.
tons.
They would
They had
fuck you up if you were trying to flip something in there. You know that if you went in there trying to get rid of something, they find out, they would fuck you up. I heard a couple people got their ass whooped. You know.
Yeah, because they
Only house.
had the couple people that were the club dealers in there, so you would come and get them, and You could always work out some kind of deal with him up in there. I remember the one boy we used to get him from. His name was, I forget his real name. I don't know if I ever knew it. They called him Junior.
Shout out to Junior. You know what I mean?
Shout out
He
to
was a
Junior.
strange,
June.
he was a strange motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange people in that place.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a dude. There was a what the hell was his name? Well, it was a tranny at the time, man. It's like you don't really see them. Like it wasn't like it's all like now where you just hear about that shit all the time. I was looking, I was like, what the fuck? But I don't know if you say he or she, but person was cool though. They'd be at the club every weekend, dressed up like a
There,
fucking
there.
fairy. No, not on some
They,
like
there, them.
hate, no,
Yeah.
like really dressed
No,
up like
literally
that,
a wings
like costume,
and a fairy, like a fairy costume.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Gotcha.
Like
This
Had
is
to
like
clarify.
90, 97,
Good old
98.
Tinkerbell.
Exactly.
Was there-
Yeah.
Was there
Yeah,
a
but
purpose that he was
cool
dressed
people,
like
though.
a fairy?
Cool people though.
it was like a rave.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
more
it
of
was-
a ravish type crowd.
Just like
It was
people
definitely,
on
yeah. It was like a
X
mixture
all
though,
like-
but
Yeah.
it was a mixture of people.
It's like a drug-induced party. That's what
It was crazy.
It was an
Best
ecstasy
way to
club.
describe it. Definitely an ecstasy club.
It was like an old warehouse, and they threw parties in there and got like DJs up in there, and there was hundreds of people just fucking rolling on E up in that motherfucker, dancing with glow sticks.
I
and
remember-
shit.
Listen,
Hell
I
yeah.
remember pulling
We
up
got the
there as a
strings and
kid.
shit.
I remember pulling up there as, back in the day, and one person would go in and grab everything and come out. You know what I'm saying? It was like that.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
went
they would
there
just go to the
get
club
the
to
E.
grab
Oh
stuff.
yeah, they did that too.
Yeah, they wouldn't even
we
like
was-
go party. They would just, we'll just sit in the car and we'll
Yeah, they're
grab
just
what we
looking
need.
for the. Yeah, they're just going to get it real quick and come back out.
yeah. I used to get all my shit for free doing that. Like everybody, give me their money, I'll go get it, and I got everything, and I'll get like 3 or 4 of them for here. That
Yeah,
was
for
my
free,
cut.
and you ain't
for-
got to pay none. That's the cost of being the boss. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, I
right.
did the same shit. I was a middleman my damn self.
Everybody was hustling. You know what I mean? Everybody got to hustle.
Hell yeah.
It was that era.
Yeah,
We still hustling. You know what I mean? Shit,
Hell yeah.
not like that, but
Not like that, but different ways. In life, you gotta
Facts.
hustle.
You ain't
we on
lying.
YouTube. We typing out HTML. What's that shit you be typing like?
All that HTML, CSS,
That's the
a little
code,
bit
right?
of C++. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
This
it's all
man's a
hustle.
genius.
Yeah, I do what I can.
No, you borderline genius,
Yeah, for real.
and that's
I
kind
like
of
Probably
that.
being
before I
generous.
did probably before I started drugs, probably.
I think
Hmm.
most genius. I think if we study, most geniuses use drugs very recreational
I
or
think
drink,
so too.
or drink heavy.
or drink. Yep. I mean drugs.
Yeah,
that
I would consider
they
that a
could-
drug
they-
as well.
It
Or
is. It is.
psychedelics.
Most people don't, but it is.
A lot of
But,
artists take psychedelics too.
They do. It comes with the territory. That creative nature kind of
The
lends
creative
itself to that
space,
lifestyle.
yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
It totally helps. You know what?
Hell yeah.
With me, when it comes to like mushrooms, right? I think the illest part, of course, when you take them and you go on that journey, that's fun. But as soon as you're coming down, as soon as like the mushrooms meet reality, there's like a crazy, I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Like a merge.
yeah, but it's also like a, I don't know, like
It
a
opens your
cleansing, but
mind.
it's like a-
It's a
So what it
reset,
does
I call
actually-
it.
It's a
Brain
reset.
reset.
Yeah, it's like a
It's-
reset, and you feel. It feels. I don't know. It's like a. It's. I don't know how to explain it, but every
So
time
what it is,
I do
it's-
it,
it's
it's like
something to
this
do with
is.
your
All, it's like the
neuroplasticity.
illest part. It's very introspective. It's very. I don't know.
What-
It's hard to explain.
that's why they
how
use it for
that-
therapy. That's
It's
why they
very
use it for
therapeutic.
therapy.
It's.
Yeah.
I could say it's one of the most therapeutic, and it's like an hour to 2 hours to when you're kind of meeting back to reality, where they're wearing all the way off, where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's. I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool feeling. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing.
Yeah, so I think that's a lot of big reasons people microdosing nowadays to stay in that
Yeah.
specific
Yeah.
state. You know
It's
what I mean?
that stage. Yes, it's that exact stage that they're looking for when they microdose. But if you macrodose or just take enough to actually trip out,
Yeah, feel good with a couple chocolates,
yeah, exactly. Like you're doing right now, like I just kind of did earlier today. And I got some more. I think I might dig in after this and watch that Beetlejuice. But
I'll
Um,
download. I'll get that uTorrent video.
It's on HBO Max if you have that. It's on there
It
now.
is. I'm
I
gonna
used
watch it
to have
again.
it.
It was good. It was good.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, our doc just said out it was fire. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. If I
Yeah, I
can't get a
watched it
movie,
when
I go on uTorrent and I rip it. You know.
I
I ain't gonna
rented it
lie.
when it was still in theaters for like 15, 20 bucks, whatever it is, and then I ain't watched it since, but I need to watch it again. It was fire. I got that. I watched
What's
that
that?
and Alien Romulus, the new Alien, on like the same day.
I heard about that.
That was good. I liked it. I liked it. It was reminiscent of the first and second Aliens. They had a couple scenes.
I didn't see that one.
Actually, really, they had something from every one. My wife just reminded me. She was like, "No, they had an homage to the first 4 Aliens in the new one."
Hell
What
yeah.
about like Prometheus? Have anything to do with Prometheus?
Not really, because I think that kind of just merged with the origins. I want to see, honestly, I'd love to see a conclusion to Alien Covenant and what happens with that colony that David stole.
Damn, David stole a continent or a colony?
At the end of Alien Covenant, he killed his identical, you know what I mean, the other android, and whatever his name was, Walter maybe.
Shit.
And he took places with him.
Yeah,
Remember at the ending? And then Shorty,
Yeah.
like when he put her in the cryo sleep, she realized the look of terror on her face, and he put her to sleep and then spit up the alien eggs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was wild. Covenant was dope. Covenant was dope.
Was that two? Was that not the newest one? The one before that, right?
Yeah,
That was the one before
like
that,
the
right?
mid one.
Or really two. Yeah. The one right before Romulus,
Yeah.
matter of fact.
Yeah, that's still
I
it's
thought
two.
that was
That's
like
when
a
they did this.
sequel
That's
to
when they was
Prometheus.
doing the CGI with it and shit.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like the first one seemed like, the first ones with the feel of the first one,
Yeah.
but I like
think
all.
Prometheus
And now they got
was.
a
I think
series coming
Prometheus
too.
was the best.
Prometheus
I'm
was
not going
good,
to say it
but
was
I
the
don't
best, but I like it though. It is good.
Like
I like that
all of
one.
the recent ones, like I think it has like its own lore. You know what I mean? Like it's just dope.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it was well done. I think it was well done.
Yeah, it was,
The
yeah, it was
funny
pretty
thing
dope.
is, I didn't even know it was related to the Alien movies until I watched it. I watched it and I started. They were in like the cave, and then shit started jumping out at them and shit. I'm like, hold on, this fucking reminds me of Alien. And then I looked it up, but I didn't know it was related to it when I watched that shit years ago. I caught on
Yeah, they
pretty
didn't
quick. But
advertise it heavy. They didn't advertise it heavy, and you really didn't know. Like, if you didn't pay attention or read any of the previews, you didn't know until the end, until the Xeno took over the one engineer and let out a
Yeah.
xenomorph. You know what I mean? The face hugger, the giant face hugger.
Yeah.
When they were in the cave and dudes like trying to pet this fucking thing in the cave, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He's bugging. And then all of a sudden they started all getting fucked up. I'm like, this reminds me of Alien. And then that's obviously what the fuck it was related to, but I had no idea.
Now, one of
That's
the
why I
things
thought
that
it
was
was
dope
cool.
about Alien, I saw in the documentary, they were talking about how when the first one came out, they really wanted to simulate like alien sex assault. That's why the face hugger puts the thing so far down your throat. And like, I kind of always felt that, but I didn't know it was like an explicit, like they did it on purpose. You know what I mean?
I never heard that, but
somebody?
I see what you're saying, but I never heard that.
Oh, it's very suggestive in nature, and like I kind of felt that on the low, like I said. But there was a documentary talking about the Alien series, and he was like, "Yo, I want the dudes to like fear it, like being raped by an alien." It, like that was the mandate when he put all that together.
Hold on, what?
Graped. My bad. Graped. My bad. We streaming. You can edit
Graped.
Yeah, but like Alien SA, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild though.
Yeah, that's why the face hugger does what he does, and it be all extra down your throat and like looking crazy with it. Yeah.
I'm saying if an alien like SA'd you, can you press charges? Like, how's that work? What's the judicial system? Do we have a universal judicial system? Like, how
you got to ask the U.S. man with that UAP hearing. You know they in the ocean now, right?
The MIB.
You know they in the ocean.
Yo, you want to hear something crazy?
Videos.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Last night, I had a dream and I wasn't feeling good. I had like kind of like fluish. So when I woke up this morning, I went to use the bathroom, came back, laid down, and the dream I had, I went right into this crazy dream that aliens were like, you had to hide under something, or they could like lift you up and they'll send a beam down and like lift you up. It was wild, but it was like a video game. I was in this joint. It was so hard.
You know
What,
what?
you was watching Fire in
Sometimes
the
So
it
Sky
is.
or
I was
something?
trying to go back to sleep when I woke up just to go back into it because I was like, yo, that was crazy. Like, it was crazy.
Sometimes you
I've
dream
had
like
dreams like
And
that
mind
where
you,
you want to go back into it. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
mind you, I was beating the game. They couldn't
Oh,
get me for
sorry.
nothing. It was getting everybody but me. I was out. I was maneuvering.
Yeah, that's dope.
I was like Sonic the Hedgehog in that joint. They wasn't messing with me. I was just hiding. I was always finding. So in between, like, shelter is when they could get you. It was wild. It was just like, don't ask me why that happened, but it was crazy.
Nah, sometimes there ain't no rhyme or reason for it. It just be dreams are buck wild, especially if you're like sick and
Audio's
shit
messed up
too.
now.
You start having
No,
some
that
weird
could be a
ones when you're
movie.
sick too.
That could be a
Definitely, they
movie.
get weirder.
That's how Steven Spielberg and them come up with this stuff. I'm telling you.
Yo, I told you, I got a couple of
Possibly.
screenplays for crazy movies. Yo, I got ideas for days.
I actually just started writing one, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like a couple chapters in. It's called The Bar. It's just a movie called The Bar. It's basically about an event happens where dude comes and like robs the bar, somebody gets shot, and then the dude like avenges. It's like he's just a regular bartender dude, but he like goes out and finds the dude that did it and takes care of him. You know what I'm saying? But then mind you, there's a cop that comes to that bar frequently and who's cool with the guy. So he's giving them information about what they're figuring out. It's dope. It's an ill concept I have. But then there's a scene going to be at the end to where the cop has to say, the cop understands like, dude went and handled his business. And it's like, that's my friend. Do I be a cop or do I be a friend? You know what I'm saying? Do I look the other
Yeah.
way? Yeah, it's ill. It's ill. Watch. I'm writing this, John. I don't know. I'm just giving it a shot. I'm doing my Ice Cube Friday impression.
Nah, go for it, dog. That's
It's not a
dope
comedy.
concept.
Like, there's really
It
no
might as well.
comedy in it. But I do want it to feel like, I don't know if you guys I work in a dive bar, so I don't know if you guys ever went to like Doc. I know you in and out of dive
I used to
bars.
live on top of Jitters. in
Exactly.
Westchester.
Yeah. So like the locals and how there's a clique, like, and everybody that comes to that bar, they fuck with each other. Even if you don't,
Yeah.
it's that community. So I kind of wanted to. That's why I call it the bar, because it has like a bar feel, the whole thing. But then there's like that storyline that Bull's trying to avenge the boy that shot him during a robbery or something. But it's ill. It's dope. So yeah, I'm gonna
I
try.
got
I don't know how long it's gonna take me to write it, but whenever it's done, it's done. I'm gonna keep writing on it and keep messing with it.
I got a screenplay. If you know anybody could do anything with it, yo, it's
I
called
think
Black
you
Hole
can
Dust.
register. You can register them.
Wait, what's it called?
I'll get with you. Give
Black
me like
Hole
a day or
Dust.
two. I'll tell you exactly where to go. But you
Oh,
can register
It's like
them.
a space like drug movie that I came up with, where like these
Black Hole
guys like
Dust.
yeah, these guys like live in the college together, and then like they're having a party, and then like they do all the drugs, and like it's wild, and then all of a sudden they start fighting in the backyard, and all of a sudden some noise is coming, like whistling, and it's getting louder and louder, and all of a sudden like this big fucking meteorite like smashes in their backyard, and like what the fuck, and they're like almost like they're like thrown apart, and like what the fuck was this, and they're like it was like a meteor, and the one dude's like but the meteor comes from like an alternate galaxy where everything's like the opposite of here, and it was part of that, and it spit it up to our galaxy, and it like connects. I have like to write all that shit out. But anyway, it hits our Earth, and then like they're like, "Yo, we're out of drugs. Let's snort the meteor." So they snort the meteor, yeah. And it's like a space drug movie. Yeah, listen, just hear me out.
Yo,
So like when you snort the meteor, you get to go places like you could become like a rich person and like or be an NBA player or be like a famous actor or maybe a drug dealer, whatever. So you go places, but by snorting it, and if you snort all the meteor, you're going to ruin the space-time continuum like for everyone, everywhere, like all over the universe. But so it's really about greed. And then the dude starts selling it all over the college, like, yo, I got this black hole dust. You can go anywhere you want. So everybody's like making money on it. Then like a scientist, like, yo, we had something hit like in the university, and he wants to study it, and then he finds out about it, and he like talks to them like, yo, if you keep snoring it, you're gonna like ruin everything, and they don't give a shit, and then eventually they give it to the guy, and they like become heroes, and so it's like a space drug movie, you know. I don't think it's ever been done before. It's like
wanna
just
get
a
into that?
concept. I came up with it
could
on
be
acid.
kind of
There you go.
interesting. That's kind of funny. Got a little comedy, dramedy thing going on.
Yeah.
That could be pretty dope.
Would you mix in comedy
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
in
yeah.
I
there?
think you would have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
How couldn't you?
Absolutely.
with
yeah,
the drugs?
it's a comedy
you kind
movie.
of got to
Yeah.
mix in the comedy,
Yeah,
right?
over here.
As soon as he
Think about it,
said,
they're like
dude,
out of
let's
drugs,
snort
you're
the
like,
meteor.
You want to snort the meteor, man? Yeah, and they snort the meteor, and like next thing you know, he's like Pablo Escobar living the life, you know. But it's like ruining everything. So it's about greed, really. You know, are you?
Yeah.
It's like, is your greed gonna destroy everything around us, or like can you be a decent human being, kind of thing? I always
Nah,
have
we
to have like a
destroying
moral in my
destroying the whole sniff time continuum.
idea. Yeah.
No, there's
Nah,
a
Cole,
weird
When
when
it
you
one.
said
said
the
snort
space time
time,
continuum, I was like,
the
Your
oh,
brother
snort
liked
time,
it. Your brother
the
really
snort
liked that
time
movie. I
continuum.
told him about it.
There's a weird one that came out of South Africa. What the hell is it called? Oh man, it's a weird ass
oh, that's the
movie.
one you
With
you
District
was telling
9,
me about it, Doc.
No, but it's similar. It's similar. It's not a. It's about an
Chappie.
alien. It's about an alien that abducts this like drug addict bull. It's fucking weird. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Listen, it's similar to what you were just talking about. It reminded me of it. It's mad weird, but it's dope. Let me see.
You know what I
Sounds like
see?
What, the
seriously
drug, a
John
drug
Harold,
addict is
Harold and Kumar, the magical
Yeah,
drug
yeah. Hold
asteroid.
on.
Thank you. Yo. It's a good idea. I wrote it on acid. I'll send it to you. The screenplay. It's written down.
Dog, if you have a legitimate screenplay, you can register them on like
I can't write right, man. I have
Yeah,
ideas,
here it is.
and like I have bad grammar. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah,
my
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I'm
I do
dyslexic.
too. I definitely would have to send mine out when I'm done with it. Get somebody to kind of rewrite it.
That's what I did with a whole bunch of stories. One guy I had rewrite it. We got in a fight, and he's like, "That's my story." I'm like, "I told you what to write."
Yo, he
You
stole
kidding me?
your story.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
wild.
that's crazy. That's wild as shit.
That's wild as hell. Ain't
That
it?
was a movie called Doper. It's like a day in the life of a junkie, and like he has a wife, and then he like does all this crazy shit, and then he comes home, and at the end of the movie, you don't know if she knows, and it just kind of fades to black and white.
Oh, that's
Like,
fire. That's
Yeah.
fire.
that
This
was
shit
like
here.
gonna be my idea.
I feel like
Like
I
to
lived
launch
that
it.
life a little bit. So that joint's
Yeah,
ill.
me too. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, that's
I
ill.
think it'd be a good movie.
This joint here is called Fried Barry. It's an
Oh,
alien takes
Fried
control
Barry.
of a Fried Barry. It's bugged out. You gotta watch this shit. It's an
Fried
alien
Barry.
takes. Hold on, real quick. It says an alien takes control of a drug-addicted man's body, leading to debauchery and chaos as the visitor explores humanity through Cape Town's underworld of drugs, sex, and violence. Basically, Bull gets abducted and wild shit goes on. You got to check it out. It's really fucking strange.
Buttholes
But-
get fondled.
Yo, but it is good though. Once you see the dude who's playing Fried Barry, you're gonna be like, okay, now I see where this is going.
I don't even know what
Yeah,
kind of
man.
name that is.
You
Fried
can't
Barry.
take back what your butthole has received.
Mm.
Oh my
Dang.
god! Fuck, you hear that?
The
shit?
butthole.
You could
I
do
feel
this.
I think
the easy
Orlando
way or the
I think
hard
Orlando
way. The choice is
Brown said that.
yours.
Listen,
Talking about
That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds
talking about
right.
Diddy, talking about the Diddy situation. He said you can't take back what your butthole hath received.
I feel like
he's known for saying bugged out shit.
I feel like
Well,
the
didn't he get
butthole should
molested
just
by
give,
his-
not receive. You know what I mean? Like that's the one
The
way.
B2K bull got molested. I think he got molested. So he would know.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him, but he's been
I think
bugging.
he got molested by his bodyguard when he was doing his singing thing, and that's why.
Well, somebody needs to put him in therapy and not on a camera. Like they just keep putting him in
Yeah,
front
that's
of
the
a
problem.
camera.
They put all
Like,
these people going through trauma on camera. Like, look at him.
Yeah,
get him
Yeah.
off the internet because he needs some help.
Oh my
He needs
gosh.
to deal with that stuff and then come back and talk to us about it. But
nah, it's more entertaining this way.
you gotta
Every
figure
time
that
I
out.
walk, I hear, "Woo."
He's on there just saying
What the
anything.
hell's that noise? Woo.
bugged out shit.
Oh, man. That's funny.
I seen something. I think it was today. I just skip past. Anytime I see him now, I just keep moving. I'm like, this dude's crazy.
Yeah.
I know I'm about to hear something I can't unhear.
Well, shit, guys. While we're here, who were you just talking about? Diddy. What's up with him? They just got. I never would have thought that you have that much bread. You're just gonna be sitting in jail, and they're just gonna be like, eat a dick. You ain't getting bail, buddy.
Well, yo, they won't give him bail,
Nah,
Yeah.
denied.
which I think is
That's what I'm
crazy. I think. I think for what
I
he's
think
being
he
charged
pissed
with-
somebody off. He pissed somebody off. Is what
I
happened.
think what
They
he's
say
being
that
charged with-
he left a liquor company or something, and like
Yeah,
he
Ciroc.
didn't want to deal with them. Yeah,
Yeah,
so like, and he was
Ciroc
trying to do his
situation.
own liquor thing, and they have a lot of money. So I heard like, behind the
Well,
scenes,
yeah, I
shit,
heard-
who knows?
Well, he
I
sued
heard
him
that was the
too.
case.
He
Yeah,
sued
he
that
sued him
company.
too. That's what makes the
He
most
sued
sense. That or he got
And
video
came
of
up.
like
He
some
won.
high up people or something.
He sued him and
Come on.
won too. He won a shitload of money off them two. Them people owed him money.
Yeah,
So he sued him, and then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's that
Sounds
it
about
goes
right.
back to. I think it goes back to the whole Epstein joint, where it's like they might have some dirt on you, and you got to play ball. You know what I mean?
Well, you
It's
know,
like
all his
Hollywood. How they
all his
say-
parties were videotaped, man. He had cameras everywhere, so he got dirt on him.
yeah.
Well, they raided his house, but no footage was released. You know what I'm saying? They haven't showed us a thing.
Because if he was smart, he got him on remote servers.
Come on, let's go lay on the couch. Come
Yeah,
on.
but do you think is that
Come
what
on.
you believe he had going on? Probably.
Yeah, probably. If he was smart, yeah.
So what's that mean? Break that down
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, you're the
So-
smart guy.
So
Come on.
I would say if he's got celebrities over there and he's got them on camera doing things they should have been doing, now he got leverage over him when he wants to be killed, when he wants them to do a favor on the back end, and you hold that over him. Oh, what? I got you on camera banging such and such. Like, if you don't do what I need you to do, it's going online.
But you say remote service, so it's somewhere.
Oh,
Where's
yeah,
it
just
at?
like a cloud box. Like, you know, if
Okay.
you got a Google Drive or something, you just throw some stuff in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
Then
the
it's not at your
FBI,
house.
Homeland Security can't get in there.
If they know the account is yours, sure, but how do they prove that? You just need an email.
Okay.
So if you cover your steps, use a VPN or something, or have somebody do it, and do an account nobody knows about, and you just upload it and you're good. And then when you get out, you still got all that stuff.
Now could they forensic do like a digital forensic thing and see what
You could, but if he knew what he was doing or talked to the right people, he would have covered his tracks.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy actually to probably figure out. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
just
I
use a
think
couple
so.
VPNs or something. Use
Just
a
don't.
computer.
Yeah. Plus,
take
don't
yours.
use your shit. Like go on
Yep.
somebody else's shit and open it
Mhm.
and figure it out. Yeah.
You
I
know
guess
what's
you're
real
right.
crazy? I saw this video again recently of this guy that like got all naked with baby oil. Listen to this. And this is 5 years ago, mind you. 5 years ago. Guy got naked and went
yeah.
crazy inside a Trump building somewhere, and they arrested him. And then he's on interview. He's like a South African dude. And then he's saying that Diddy's gay, allegedly. So everything I say, allegedly. And he was having these parties with and people would have sex with what you may call his girlfriend, and he would film and do things to himself while he's watching, allegedly.
Yeah, that's
And,
what I heard. He's a voyeur.
And this is all
and likes
5
to
years
watch.
ago. But if I watch that now, and then it's weird because he got caught rubbing baby oil all over himself, going in this
He did.
Trump hotel. Like, it's just crazy. Like when you put that like
Nigga had
together,
that
like what's
oil.
happening now, like it's just nuts.
It makes
No.
sense now.
Who knows?
My wife was watching the documentaries on Tubi, and they were talking about it, surviving
Yeah, I watched
Diddy
that
and all
shit
that.
too.
Yeah, it was funny, and they said he's a voyeur. They said the one party, he's sitting in the office chair, he just spins around butt naked, covered in baby, we're all stroking his thing like Dr.
Yeah.
Claw on an evil Inspector Gadget type of deal.
I've
you know
heard
what I
that
mean?
multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah. They said he spun around.
Like
Spun
Dr.
around
Claw
on
on
him.
Inspector Gadget.
Oh
And instead
man.
of stroking his cat, he was stroking his
Like he
food.
was facing a window and spun around.
Like Dr.
like-
Evil and shit. Yeah.
He spun around slow like this.
Man, but imagine that you have like
Just
fucking
listening.
how much money is he worth?
What he's paying
800,
to-
900 million? $1
What
billion,
is it?
I
I
think
think it's
500
over a
mil. That's the
whatever.
number I saw.
Over a bill, yeah.
And they won't give him bail. Like that's crazy. Dude can't even get out. That's crazy. He
Because
might
he's a
he
yeah,
flight
might
risk.
not he might
Though.
never
He's
get
a
out.
giant flight risk. He's a giant flight risk, though. He can go anywhere. You know what I mean? He has that kind of money that he could be on a fucking submarine and be in Cuba tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he could
that's
buy
the
he
kind of
could
money
he
this
could
guy
buy
has.
he could buy a big chunk of Cuba if he really wanted to, right?
He
He
might
knows
be able
he
to
got
buy
some bread.
Cuba for 900. You might get Cuba for 900.
Yeah.
They got more money than that coming out of there. Don't
So
let them fool you.
you got the deal. You got yourself
Don't
a
let them
deal.
fool you.
He's over there
There you
doing
go.
he'll be
That's
doing
that's
fucking
another joke for your
Cuban
next
music.
stand-up act.
Don't let
Instead of
them
going for
fool you.
cheesecake, you're going for fucking cigars. Cigar
He's going
lips.
for fucking Cuban cigars and plantanos. Some fried plantanos.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That's crazy shit.
Wow.
But you never know
Yeah,
what's
I
going to
mean-
happen next. Something, you know.
I didn't think it would
Who
ever
knows?
happen to Diddy. I thought Diddy'd get away with it forever.
What about this though? How about Young Thug spanked out? They spanked the case. And Young Thug ain't got Diddy money.
Did you see
Nah.
that weird video in the courtroom? It was him with some other guy doing. Did you see that video?
What was it?
No.
I mean, see that he was like, I don't know how to say this on here. He was standing next to another dude, and it looked like he was dancing, and it looked like he was, he's beating his meat with another man, and like it was on video
Wow.
in the court. And the one dude in the court, like the camera is filming the laptop, and you can see it on the laptop. And the dude's like, watch the laptop, cracking up, like, what the fuck is this shit? And then the camera filmed it, and then it just like cut off, and I saw it. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck was
What was
that?
it? Was it like group gooning sessions? Like, what are they?
No, it was like a video of him on a laptop with another dude, like, I don't know, doing some dance. Looked like he was like doing what Diddy kind of did, like,
He was
rowing his own
gooning.
boat. He's
He was
rowing his own
dancing and
boat.
gooning.
Yeah.
He was shaking
He
the
was
dice.
playing Beat It.
He was shaking the
Yeah,
dice.
Beat It.
Dice. He was
But it's
Andrew
weird.
Dice playing it.
I'll
Like
find the
Wallow
video.
said, he was up there shaking the dice.
Oh,
They say
man.
that allegedly he's one of the leaders of the homosexual mafia. You know what I mean?
That's
That's a
crazy.
thing?
And
That's
Birdman
a
and
thing?
Diddy run it. Birdman and Diddy run that.
That's a thing.
That's what they say allegedly.
The
No,
Rainbow
Birdman.
Mafia.
Anything,
Birdman.
anything's a thing when you just somebody says it.
No, but
Rainbow
when you think
Mafia.
about it,
Listen,
That shit's
anything's
trending in the
possible,
wrong
right?
direction.
Anything's
busting
possible.
cheeks
Who
for
the fuck
hip-hop.
knows?
They busting cheeks for hip hop.
think about the agenda they're pushing, like in hip hop. Like hip hop has never been so gay.
Yeah, it's super good.
I mean, there's always been gay MCs, but it was never on Front Street.
Yeah.
I mean, Bam
Yeah.
Bottom was
Yeah,
supposedly
I don't
touching
know.
boys. So Bam Bottom, that goes back. That tells you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bam.
I mean, who
I
I
knows?
was
was
calling
what's
that
true or
dude Ron
not?
Savage.
Alleg-
I prank called
allegedly.
the guy Ron Savage.
Allegedly.
No, because
Yeah.
Ron Savage said he lied about his age, and that's how he got away with it. You know that? And I found out that guy, and I prank called him. I was fucking with him for a while, and he wouldn't answer my calls. He does live videos, and he drinks apple juice. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Savage.
I'm
No,
gonna have to
who's
look
this?
this up. So you
Yeah,
hold on.
look
You
that-
called this one? You called this dude?
Yeah, he blocked
Macho
me.
Wait,
Man
nah,
Ron.
Nah, you gotta explain who's Ron Savage.
So, all right. So African Bambaataa supposedly raped all these little kids. They
yeah.
had this one guy that was cooperating with him, and then he told the police. This is afterward that he lied about his age, and told them that he was over the age of 18. So because of that, a lot of these charges were dropped, and that's how African Bambaataa got away with it. So that's why a lot of people hate this guy Ron Savage,
Oh,
because Ron
snap.
Savage is
Yeah.
the guy that lied
Now,
to him.
now that I'm looking at it, I seen something about that recently. People were talking about it on some kind of Facebook post, and I read a little bit of it, and I'm like, huh,
I'm driving.
I know what you're talking about.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was
I had to
pranking
look
him
it
and
up
shit,
real
though.
quick though, but
I'm
yeah, I
blocked.
seen it. But who the hell knows who these
He's a
people? Man.
weirdo.
Listen, some
He just
people
drinks
just be
apple
trying to
juice.
get money
Yeah,
if they
and I
have,
think
if they don't, and somebody else does. Who knows? Who knows who these fucking
I
people?
think he's smoking rocks in the bathroom and coming back and drinking apple juice and acting weird. I know.
Oh man, That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
a little wild.
What you guys been up to, like music wise? And you guys been working like on music together, putting out a new project?
Something we're working with SARS from Canada on a slow burn. Something. I don't know if I should say the title or not, but something with like a sci-fi edge. He's got a kind of a star-studded
What is
cast.
wrong, Noah?
He's got stuff with Onyx. He's got some stuff from
Oh, that's dope.
I forget what other
Noah.
producers, Altair, and what's some of the other producers on there, Murdoch. I forget. Remind me. He had a couple snow. Did he have some Snow Goon stuff?
Yeah, that was the Onyx shit. Snow Goons,
Beat Butcher, I think he got.
Beat Butcher. There's a couple,
Noah.
but there's some features on it already. Who's on it? Gore-Tex is on it. 38 Specials on it.
God.
Mad Child.
Onyx.
38's on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Mad
38.
Child,
Big.
Gore-Tex.
Yeah,
I'm a big
Mad.
38 Special fan.
Yeah, Mad Child's on it. And then all we got to do is just write and rap to it. We don't got to make the beats, nothing. All we got to do is just record.
That's
so
cool.
Lex, I think, got like 3 or 4 done. How many you got done?
I think 4. I think I got 4 joints done.
Yeah, I got 1. I got 1 done because I just moved and I just hooked everything back up and I got it all dialed in and shit. So I did one like a week or so. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I did one. So
Hell yeah.
I'm a little behind, but I'm getting there. The
Well,
only
that's
other
cool,
thing
though.
was Lex's joint. That's it because Fitz has been doing the comedy thing.
Yeah, I'm retired from rapping. You won't. I don't even got my mic, and I gave it all to Sid. I gave Sid my mic.
Damn. Like not nothing from spitting. You gave it all away to Sid.
I mean, I still rap, but you ain't gonna see me recording nothing. Nah, probably. Yeah, I gave Sid my mic, so he got the Neumann now, and he got my speakers. I gave him the Yamahas
That's
too.
dope.
Shit, you
He
just
was
said
here.
fuck it.
He was here a couple months ago, like 6 months ago maybe, and he was moving his son out to Oregon. So
Yeah.
he swung by the house, and I was at work, and I remember I was like, "Yo, you know that Neumann?" I told him where it was. He was like, "All right, that's what's up." I was like, "No, it's yours. Like, go get it. It's yours." He was like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, take it. Take that. Take the speakers, because he's gonna use it." My thing with when I committed to comedy, I was like, it was just a pivot. It was like, look, I can still rap. I'll still jump. If I'm in the studio at Doc's or something, if I slide back east, I might jump in there and lay a verse down. But for me, it was like, if I want to be really good at this and like really try and do this for a living, I really got to focus on this. And I don't know. It's just a decision I made. I was like, look, am I going to keep rapping or am I going to do this comedy? Because comedy is something I wanted to do.
What about adding
Comedy's-
hip hop to your comedy act?
I think I'm going to start plugging it in. I got some small stuff. I do some callbacks and stuff, like some hip hop verses and stuff. I try to implement that in stuff they know. But yeah, I think ultimately, yeah, that's one way I could do it. I don't know if that's going to
each
be
other
like.
for sure.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's
that's
going
what
to be
I'm
my
saying.
shtick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's like
Yeah.
the shtick, but I think it's something I can definitely incorporate into. Plus, it's just at the end of the day, now with social media, I'm a comedian. Yeah, I'm on stage, I tell jokes, but when I'm off, I can jump on podcasts and be myself. And I rap. I can rap. I can really rap. Like, it's easy. So, I mean, it's something I could do. You could kind of showcase your talent that way too. Maybe I could help boost the comedy and bring some more people over to the comedy. My thing right now is I'm trying to sell you jokes. And that's kind of where I'm at. And it's getting good. It's evolving. Like I said, I was blessed to get on that Kill Tony. That was huge.
That was
really
amazing,
big.
by the way.
It was
Absolutely.
big. That's a big stage. So it
There's
was
a lot of people there.
It was
I was really proud of you for that.
5,000 people. Yeah, that joint was sick. And it was dope. And again,
What
it's just
street was it?
what they talking about, Fremont Street?
Fremont Street. That's what it was. Fremont Street.
Well, Fremont Street's the old strip. So if you're in Vegas, you have Las Vegas Boulevard, which is the strip. I mean, that's where all the big casinos is. Fremont's where all the old school casinos is. It's considered the old strip. It was what the strip was, and then they went and built Las Vegas Boulevard later in like the maybe 70s or whatever they started building that, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, it sounded familiar, but I didn't know exactly what they were talking about.
it's the
I didn't
old
know.
strip. It's the
I
one
never
that's
been
Yeah,
out
covered.
it's like where all the mob was at. That's where all the mafia went. Like
Yeah, where the
casinos
mafia
and
was. That's where all
I
was.
just
The
wasn't
Golden
totally
Nugget.
familiar with it.
Bucks and
Yeah,
Siegel. Do it
if
all.
you go to
legal.
Vegas, you'll know. It's just you're either at one strip or probably at the other one. That's where everyone hangs out. But Fremont's ill because, well, Vegas is ill anyway because you can walk up the street drinking. You can literally walk down the street drinking, and they will never. The cop ain't gonna say nothing to you, especially on the
Yeah,
strip.
that's
If you're
dope.
on Las Vegas Boulevard on Fremont. But Fremont, it's covered and it's blocked off. There's no traffic. So it's like, it's dope. It's like where everyone walks up and down and chills. Kind of like the boardwalk. It's like a scene like that, but it's Vegas's version of that. But a lot of bright lights. They got street performers. So you got dudes out there doing street performances and shit. It's fire. It's dope. And you can hang
I've
out.
never
There's
been out
bars
there.
there. There's casinos on both sides of the street. So you could just pop in and out of casinos, grab a beer in here, throw a couple of hours in the John, roll out. Yeah, it's fun. It's interactive. It gives you. I think Fremont's more Vegas than the Strip. Strip's kind of, I don't know. You need a ton of money over there. On Fremont Street, you could go up there broke and kind of still have a really good time. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
what I was
On a
gonna
budget.
say. It sounds expensive, but I guess
Yeah,
over
it
that
sounds
section.
expensive.
Fremont's not expensive. The Strip is. When you're talking about the big boy casinos, yeah. That shit, and it's
Trying to
dope.
get you
It's something
everywhere.
sick.
Parking.
I mean, these are billion-dollar properties. You know what I mean? You're talking about on the Strip, the big high-end casinos. But it's dope though to be on a
Sounds
casino
like an easy
floor.
way to go broke.
To be on a casino
Some people
floor
make
at the
money at that
Bellagio.
shit though.
To be on a casino floor at the Bellagio, cause you feel like you in casino. It's like a different vibration. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Ain't you good at poker, Murdoch? I heard you was good at poker.
What's
I'm
that?
really good at poker.
Aren't you good at poker, Murdoch?
No, I don't. Nope. I don't play. I never played it.
I know
Never
you
played it.
look like somebody be good at poker, man.
Never played it. No. When I spent a lot of time on roulette
I was
tables,
playing Hold'em, but I
I mean,
wouldn't say I'm good at it.
Yeah,
I like
Doc's a good,
roulette and blackjack.
roulette
they
guy.
spin the fucking thing, and the ball drops where it drops. Sometimes you get lucky.
I'm just
But-
really good at blackjack, and every time I go down, I try to play other things, and I always lose my money playing the other things, and everyone's like, "Stick to fucking blackjack."
Yeah, stick to
Listen,
your
you
game.
stick to what you're making money with,
Yeah.
right?
Stick to
Stick
your
to what's going. Yeah, if you know how to
Blackjack
play,
I'm
got the
good at
best odds.
blackjack.
Some of the best odds in the
Yeah.
casino.
Definitely.
that's,
My
yeah,
problem
stick
is
to what you
like
can
if
make
they
money on.
switch dealers. I stayed one time where I was up all this money. They switched dealers on me,
Oh, that's
and
when you
then
leave.
I fucking lost all. Yeah, that's what happened. I
That's when
felt
you
like
roll.
a
At least go
cheater.
to another table.
Yeah, you should have probably took off.
Six was in.
Yeah, I fucked up that time. It's all right. Learning experiences, right?
Yeah, that's how you do
Yeah,
it.
it
One time,
happens.
listen, I'm on
It
a bus. I'm on a bus on Erie Ave, and that's when I was at Kintop. And I remember
Yeah.
I jumped on the bus, and all these people jumped on at Torresdale stop, and they was the 3-car Molly dudes.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Biggest
don't get
stung
your
me.
ass.
They stung me for like $40, and I was so hot because I realized what happened. Like right after they got off, I said, "Oh, they was all working together." And you don't know it until it's over. I was like, "Yo," because the dudes, they always get on and then they'll have somebody play, but the dude playing is with them,
They're with them.
so don't let them win. And then I'm like, they hooked me right in. I was like, "Oh, I got this."
Yeah.
These
Well,
motherfuckers.
Chappelle had a whole
Yeah.
skit about that on his last comedy special.
Dave Chappelle did, yeah. Dog, I got hit like that on the bus. I want to say it's the 97, the one that runs up Erie Ave, because I was at Kentuck at the time. And I was like 2 bus stops away from getting off. And they jumped on at the Torresdale exit and stung me for 40 before we
They
hit
sold
Erie
you
Ave.
on that shit.
Before
See,
we
that's
hit
good
Front
acting.
Street.
Man, you should have already been hip to that
That's
game.
good
They
acting.
stung
I
me,
never
and
played it.
never-
I've
I
seen
wasn't
it
hip
done.
to
I've
it.
never
Tori.
played it. I never attempted
It's a
to.
con, especially if they're
I
good.
already
It's
know
a
they're
whole
gonna. Yeah,
con.
don't con me off.
That's one of the best cons, though, because they
Yeah,
got my
hell no.
goof here. And they probably stinging niggas all day. They killed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I laugh at it, but at the time I was sick. I was like, damn, they got me for that 40. And I needed that 40. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them times when you needed that $40. Like, nigga, I couldn't really afford
hell
to lose
yeah.
it, but
You're like thinking, oh, I'm gonna double this shit real
I thought
quick.
they were sweet. Yeah,
Nope.
I thought it was sweet. It looked too good to be true, and it definitely was.
It always is.
Usually
Yeah.
is.
They'll get you.
Yeah, when
They'll
I heard
get
that
you
Dave Chappelle
quick.
skit, I just laughed because I'm like, that actually happened. But
you
Dave
know how
took
it
a different
goes
angle.
down.
Yep.
Well, he used
What
it as
was
a
that?
learning experience or teaching experience.
Well, Dave tried to
Yeah.
give up the gig. Dave tried to give it up. Like, oh, they're working together. Like, you can't do that on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the moral of the story.
Yeah.
You don't get between a man and how he earns
Don't
his
give
money.
between a man and his money. Yeah. Like, you got to respect.
Yeah.
Like, right now, I look
Yeah,
back
that's
and
true.
I respect the hustle because I'm like, damn, they got the shit out of me. At the time, of course, I was mad because I lost the money. But, I mean, you got to respect the hustle, man. Everybody's trying to hustle.
Facts.
No matter what you're doing,
No doubt.
everybody's just trying to figure it out. But hell
No
yeah.
doubt
yeah.
about that. What else is going on?
I don't know.
Ain't
Christmas
shit,
is
really.
coming. What's everybody's plans for the holidays, man? Anybody got anything crazy going on? I know, Lex, what you said, you just came from Christmas Village?
Yeah, we was just the Christmas village walking around and all that.
That's dope.
You know, I think my uncle's going to Florida for Christmas, so it's probably just me and the family. I had a couple people over for Thanksgiving, but I think it's just gonna be us for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Should be good though.
Yeah, I think we kicking it. I don't know. I think we're going to go over her cousin's crib or something and do something. And then Christmas Day, we always do something here. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'm probably just doing the same type of shit, going to somebody's family's house.
Oh shit,
or
the
whatever.
UFC's
Going
about to
to
start
friends.
right now. I can get that shit for free. I showed you about that app, that Dofu app. Y'all gotta know about that. That's how I watch all these sporting events for free. If I don't have the channel or I can't get it, that Dofu's that shit. I'll
Will you
send
ever
you the
hear
link.
Stream East?
Doku,
Dofu. Dofu.
Dofu.
I'll send it to y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I
I
don't think I
use
ever. I
Who's
don't
fighting
think I
tonight?
ever heard about that.
Who's fighting?
Somebody put
Stream East. It
Who's
works
fighting
for
tonight?
almost every sporting event I need.
definitely. Somebody put me onto Sky Glass. You got to pay for it, but it's I forget what it is. Like for a year, $100 or some shit. I don't know what it was, but you get all the like TV stations, all that shit. You sign into it, and you can use it on your Fire Stick or whatever. Yeah, whatever else runs it. I think Fire. I don't know what else runs it, but they make like Sky Glass TVs and shit too. But they got these people over like fucking Europe, or I guess that's where they're running it out of. And you pay for it though, so it always updates and shit. It ain't like it's just jailbroken and then you got to keep updating it yourself and do all that shit. Nah, all that shit's taken care of. But
Okay.
I just started messing with it. Somebody gave me a login to it, and I tested it out. And I mean, you could just type in whatever you want, and it comes up, and all the fights, all that shit's all on there. So
Yeah, that's how this Dofu app is. It just has everything
it's probably
on
similar. It's
it.
probably like the same type of shit. Yeah, send that to me too. I like to check it out. What are you
Yeah, I'll put
watching
it
it
in.
on? Right through your phone, or are you running it through your
Yeah,
TV?
yeah,
or
from
some
my
shit?
phone, and then I do the Apple TV. I stream it to the TV.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Sounds about right.
There's all types of shit out there nowadays, man. All types of
Yeah,
shit.
there's a lot of options now, man. I just canceled cable for that reason because I was like, I don't even hardly watch that. I usually stream. What am I paying y'all $200 a month for?
Yeah, I know, right? I was
No.
thinking about it too.
I
But
ain't had
I'll
cable.
drop it real quick. Hold on.
I ain't had cable since I moved out here. Now think about it. I don't think we actually. You know what? We got it for a minute.
And you
and
probably
got
don't
rid of
even
it.
miss it.
Nah, at all. I don't watch it anyway. It's all
You probably
bullshit.
don't even miss it, huh? No.
As long as you get
Yeah.
what apps you like. If you like
Yeah.
HBO, get the HBO Max. You get everything. Like it's the same thing,
yeah,
and it's cheaper in the long run.
I don't watch 99% of the channels
Yeah,
I
a
have
lot of
for
it's
cable.
bad TV.
I got all types of shit. Don't watch them. I pay like fucking almost $300
Yeah,
a month for all that shit.
That's the main reason I canceled it. And plus, they got a lot of free stuff that you can watch. Like, so Sling TV, they got a paid service for like $30-$40. But I just found out they launched a free service. They give you like 300 channels just for free for just signing up with your email.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I put in the chat. I put it in the other chat so y'all can click on the link. The Dofu app.
Lex,
Yeah,
you said that's
everything's free.
on Sling TV.
Yeah, Sling has free TV.
I get
What's
that.
the other one? Pluto TV is
Yeah, we
free.
got that.
And Tubi. Like between those, they got live channels. You can just flip through. It's as good as cable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's not too
use
bad. They
that
got a lot
shit.
of options.
I use my iPhone a lot of times, or like the Apple TV with it too. Like so, like if I gotta stream something, I can stream it right to the Apple TV from my phone, like all those sporting events and all that other shit.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, shit. That's what you got options nowadays. Definitely do.
Definitely do. Definitely got options.
A lot of options.
Speaking of something I was watching, I caught that Drink Champs this morning with Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Oh shit, they were on Drink Champs?
Yeah, that joint's fire. And they play like 3 new joints off Snoop's album.
Yeah,
That are
I heard a
pretty-
couple.
yeah?
I heard a couple clips. It sounds good.
That Jelly Roll song sounds real good.
I don't know if I heard that
That's
one.
yeah, I know they were working with him because he was with
Yeah, I didn't hear
Eminem
that.
and shit.
Well,
Recently.
they
I
played
gotta
it
check
on
that
the.
out.
It's on. So it's probably gonna be all over the internet probably in the next day or two.
Distracting.
But yeah, it's fire. It's really good. Jelly Roll's just killing shit right now.
These guys
I'm a
made an
big
album. So what? Their last album? What? When the fuck was that? What's the first album? The only one
Yeah.
they made together?
Yeah, they only
I
made
think
one together.
so. So
It was Doggy
what's that?
Style.
Third.
Yeah,
So
no,
30 years later, they make a fucking album.
Yeah, 93.
Yeah,
93.
Wow.
DARATO. That's the name of
94,
it.
whatever that
93 is
shit
when
was.
Doggy Style came out. I think Doggy Style dropped the same month as Wu-Tang 36.
It's around the same time. I forget. I
might
think
have
was
dropped
it
the
93 or
same
94?
Might have dropped the
93,
same
man.
day.
I forget.
93.
Yeah.
I think they dropped in the same month. I'm not sure if it's the same day though.
I had both of
That's
them when they
crazy.
came out, but both of them I got for free because one I stole from the store back then. Sorry, had to get the Snoop album, so
I love
Took
Snoop
that from the
album.
King of- took that
That's-
from the King of
that's
Prussia
album was
Mall,
dope.
walked out.
That's
And then-
that's an all-time great album
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a banger. And 36
Every time
Chambers,
I
my
go to
cousin.
King of Prussia, I see Lex. I bump into him every time I go up there. You know that?
Yeah,
Like I rarely go to that mall, but every time I go up there, I see Lexus walk around. I'm like, watch, I'm gonna bump into him, and I see him. I'm like, I don't know,
Who?
this happened. Lex.
Yeah, I do see them there.
Oh,
we
shit.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be
Every
chilling.
time
I
I
didn't
go
know
to
you was talking
KLP,
about
randomly. Yeah, Lex. I bump into him at the mall every time I go to KLP.
That's funny. That's
And I
funny.
rarely
Yeah,
go there. It's like
That's
happened
funny.
like 3 times.
I mean, it's right down the street from me now. I do be there just, randomly grabbing watch batteries or just hit the food court or something crazy.
They'll sting you for them watch batteries over there. You buy them on Amazon,
Let's
cheap
find
as shit.
Let me
Nah, I
find out
got
your
the service at the
KLP
store.
rap.
The light, $35. They give you lifetime. You just take the watch back every 2 years. They give you a new one and a new waterproof seal.
Oh shit! I should have got on that because they were trying to charge me some dumb shit. I went on Amazon. I seen like 1,000. No, it was like 100 batteries for the price they were trying to charge me to change a battery. I said, kiss my
To
ass.
change one.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
you don't really pay for the battery. You pay for the waterproof seal.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
yeah,
'cause
so,
when
so
they
the
open
next
it up,
the
they
next
have to
time I go,
recrack
next
it.
time I
Yeah.
go jump in the fucking river with it, and I'll remember that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if
so
that
if you
seal's
don't
not
care about
proper
that
or you
seal,
don't
can do
replace it,
yourself.
you can even buy the seals yourself. But it's probably
Yeah.
easier.
My dad
Honestly.
was good at that.
You just got to match up the size. They're probably standard size, but as long as you replace it when you do the battery, your phone will be fine. I mean, your watch will be fine.
Just chill. It'll be fine.
What the kids bugging out?
It sound like my kids, yo. I go through it too, Lex. I completely. That's a normal family.
Look outside and
Everybody got, you know what I mean? We all go through it.
I mean, they aggy. They up past their bedtime. They was a little hungry. We did stop at the little shop and got some snacks on the way out. But they was dancing, kicking each other, running around. Just being
Yep.
kids. Just being
That's
kids.
what kids do. Exactly.
They my oldest is a lot better now. He listens pretty decent, but the younger one kind of got a little cheeky personality. He likes picking on Noah. Like so, as soon as Noah
so you
acts
got 2
annoyed,
boys.
yeah, I got 2 boys, 5
That's
and
cool.
3. He'll be 4
5
in
and
January.
3.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a
Well,
girl.
he about to be
that's
4.
5, and my son's 3. That's the same age as my kids. I got a
Nice,
boy
nice.
and girl. Yeah, my daughter's 5 and my son's 3.
Yeah, they pretty good kids. Love all the Marvel stuff. They kind of see me watching the Marvel movies, playing games, and they want to be like their dad. So it's fun. It's nice sharing all that with them. We've been watching little animated stuff. My youngest watches the animated Avengers with me on Disney Plus. It might be a little
That's
violent for
dope.
him, but at least it's like cartoon violence. He's like, "Nah, Daddy, where's Thor? He loves the Hulk. He loves Thor."
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool
Yo,
stuff.
what y'all think about Penguin?
I haven't seen
It's
it yet. I
good.
heard good
It's
things.
a
I
Sopranos
heard good
ripoff,
things.
man. It's the
It's good.
Sopranos
That was-
ripoff. The
that shit
Penguin's
was
Tony
fire.
Soprano, man. If you look at it, he looks just like Tony Soprano. I'm like, I've seen this before. It's a Sopranos ripoff, man. Come on.
You know
Yeah,
what's
You've
crazy?
seen it.
it does look similar. It does look similar.
All they gotta do is woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. That's all they gotta put on that shit. It's the same fucking show, just Batman related. If you had to make Sopranos and you changed him out for the Penguin, that's what it is, and you could get away with it with that. It's smart, because people miss that show.
Well, it's
I mean, it was a classic show.
I don't know. I guess I ain't
It
looking
was
at it
my
like
favorite
that.
show growing up.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best out there for sure.
It's the hottest show.
Damn, bro.
I was
And
impressed.
How much? What y'all street racing
close
out there?
second to the
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
just had
drag racing?
Damn,
Fast
calm
and
down,
Furious in front of
calm
us.
down, Toretto.
Yeah, Toretto's in front
Stacy,
of us. in the,
Stacy Toretto,
David Toretto.
Nah,
living her
yeah, somebody
life
in
a
front of
quarter
us in a
mile at a
muscle car.
time.
Stacey
Somebody in front of
Westbrook.
us in a muscle car doing their thing.
Damn, I thought y'all were lining it up out there.
Penguin.
Lining it up.
That's right. It's a ripoff. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm almost home, but my phone might die. But if y'all still on, I might jump back on after I, put the kids
Yeah.
down.
No,
I don't know
I'm
how
ready
long
to-
y'all gonna be on.
I'm ready to jump off in a couple minutes anyway because I'm gonna go. I don't really do shit on the weekends anymore. I'm gonna go play some Call of Duty Warzone. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some Warzone and get beat by a bunch of 8-year-olds.
That's
Oh,
true.
you know what? I wanted to ask you if you wanted to give something new a shot with me. I just pulled that Marvel Rivals. It's free. Team shooter.
That sounds cool.
You see that?
No. But what's it on? Is it on premium or whatever?
You pick all the different Marvel characters and blow each other up 6-on-6. You might.
Was it free to download? I didn't hear you.
It's free to play for everybody, PC and PlayStation. So if you check the
Okay.
store,
Yeah.
it's in there. Give it a shot.
Oh, I
See
can
if it's up
play
your
it on
alley.
my Apple. I can play on my computer.
I don't know. Can you play shit like that on an
phone just
Apple
died.
computers?
He
Can you do
said
that?
PC. Yeah, you could do. Apple's getting better at that shit now.
But I'm saying
And
like
they have Apple
if you want to play Call of Duty, can you play it on a Mac now?
Yeah, and even if you couldn't,
I
you
didn't
could
even know
always
that. I ain't
switch it.
gonna lie.
Yeah, they got that thing called Boot Camp where you could put.
I know
Windows
Boot
on
Camp.
there.
Yeah. Well, I know Boot Camp. Yeah.
So, essentially,
Lex
you could
was
play anything
running.
on one.
Lex was running shit like that many years ago.
I know. He was on it.
Like running. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't messed with a Mac in a while. I still have one, but I haven't messed with one. I bought a new PC a few years ago and decked it out a little bit, so that's all I needed. So I got away from the fucking Apple shit. Not that I dislike it, I just didn't really like the operating system like that. You know what I mean? I got the hang
You
of
can make
it.
a Hackintosh. You can make a Hackintosh.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yep. That's what
You ever see
Lex was
that?
doing that
My
shit.
buddy had one. I was like
Yeah.
really impressed. He got like a $200 computer and he made it into like an Apple and like it was pretty good. I was like, this is dope.
Yeah.
I
I remember Lex had a problem with like crashing and shit, but this is many years ago. I'm talking about over when he was like staying at Sage's crib. So that's like 20 years ago now. Damn,
Yeah.
time flies. But yeah, that was a long time ago. But I don't know what y'all getting into.
I don't know. I'm about to jump off too and eat the rest of these things and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm just going to chill. I got a fire going out in the living room. I got one of them wood burning stoves and shit for the heat. Shit works wonders, yo. It's oil heat over here. I just moved not too long ago, so it's oil heat. And that shit's
That shit
expensive
take-
as shit.
It is expensive as shit because you got to always fill that up. And at the end of the year,
Yeah.
like when it's like really cold and like it just starts getting warm, a lot of times you fill that shit up and then you never use it, you know, until like next year. Then it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I've
I'm
done
just
that
burning
a
wood.
whole bunch
I'm
of
burning
times.
wood out that motherfucker. That's all. Fuck it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you do it.
Yeah. But, all right. Well,
That's
how
survivability
often you
skills.
how often you do these? You just starting
So we
these, or
do-
what do you do?
So yeah, we've been doing this for like a little bit. We've been doing it every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 o'clock till whenever. So like we usually have like a guest come in, like, and then like after the guest like leaves or whatever, we invite the audience up so they can come up and talk. And,
Oh, nice.
you know, we just bullshit, yeah.
That's
Because we
good.
don't want
Yeah,
to
it's a
like
good
have it like
idea.
about just hip hop or like just like sports or whatever. Like I wanted to be able to change and like not be boxed in. That's why I call it the Anything and Everything podcast. And
Yeah, yeah.
Mountain Mama
Just get
came
on
up
there and
with
start
that,
talking
so.
shit. Yeah, you know, sometimes it goes somewhere, sometimes it doesn't, but it always comes back around into a good conversation. No, it's a good thing.
Exactly.
That's what's dope.
You're not like
Appreciate it.
boxed in or had to stay on one topic. You know, I
Yeah,
love hip hop.
exactly.
I love sports. I could have like we could talk about like what happened with New York. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what made Joe Rogan so popular because he talked about everything, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Like
Yeah, his
some
is one
people
of my
like you.
his is one of my favorite ones. You know, I mean, if you're into podcast stuff like his is dope.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, and he goes all over the place with the guests and shit too. He has a lot of different guests on there. I remember seeing. We'll go into the hip hop shit. I remember seeing Vinny Paz on there from Jedi Mind
Hell
Tricks
yeah.
and Army
I forgot
Fouls,
about
everything
that
else.
song with
People
him.
familiar with it. And then like I don't know if it was like an episode before or after. It was in the same time frame, and it's like Elon Musk was on there. I'm like, all right, that's dope.
Yeah. And then Mike
Like
Tyson
Vinny
will
Paz
be
and
on.
there's Elon on there, amongst tons of other people. But I remember when I seen that, I'm like, oh, he's really going all over the place with this, and it's dope. You know,
I mean,
you
he
have
got
conversations.
Donald Trump. Like, a
Well,
couple weeks
yeah, I
before
watched
the
that one. I
election.
watched
that
that
one
one. I
was
think
dope, man.
people, and I'm not going to go into any political stuff, nothing like that. That's everybody's own business. We'll talk about
I
that like
voted for
that. But
Trump. I don't give a
people
fuck.
that
We can talk
didn't
about
like
whatever.
him, people that also didn't like him, tuned into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Tons of
looking
Hell yeah.
at that stage. I think they're looking at, all right, what can we get to try to use against them and try to build.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at the same time, I seen him on the Theo Vaughn podcast before that, and I kind of earned a lot of, like, I really liked that interview. I was like, oh, he killed this. And I
you know what? I didn't see that whole
Mountain
one.
Mama
I
told
didn't
me
see
about
the.
that.
I didn't
The
see the whole
Theo Vaughn
Theo
was before.
one. I saw clips
Theo-
of it though. You know what? I just seen clips of that recently. I don't know how I missed that one, but
And
I seen
Theo
clips
was
of it
wild.
recently. So they
Theo
did a
was talking
whole
about
they
doing
did a whole
cocaine.
interview. I didn't know that. I didn't get into it. I didn't watch it, but I'll check it
And
out.
it was
I guess.
crazy. That's the one where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, where Trump talks about his brother a little bit. His brother suffered from
The one that was drinking and
drugs
shit.
and alcohol.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Who? Trump's brother's a drunk?
Yeah, he has a
He's
brother.
dead, ain't he?
You know, it's kind of like a junkie. I think he's dead.
I think he's
But
dead,
I didn't know
right?
that.
yeah, I think he's dead now. But I don't know if he died from that or not. But he talks
Yeah,
about
I don't
it
know
in that
either.
interview.
I'm not up on that to make that call, but
He talks about it in
I
that
heard some
interview,
shit about
having
it
to get
before.
he talks about having to get his brother into rehabs and stuff, which makes you look at him in a different light. Like, oh, this dude's he's a normal guy. He has a lot of privilege, of course, and he has fucking a shitload of money.
Yeah, but he wasn't like a bought
ton of money's.
politician. I like
I
that
wish I
about
had
him.
that
No,
problem. I don't need
I
that
don't think
much.
he was a bought politician at all. And I think that, listen, I think that if you run and you win, you deserve to be in there.
Hell yeah.
And people are just, that whole party system is goofy to me because it's like,
stupid. It keeps
that
us
doesn't,
divided.
yeah, it's like if your candidate's not the best one, then it's just not the best one. You just salute the people that win.
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, you
Everyone
shouldn't
gets
shouldn't lose friends because you
No.
like a certain political
I have
person.
lost plenty of them. They all get mad at me.
It's very
Cool
I've
out.
seen
weird.
them get mad at me.
Cool out.
They're always mad at me.
Yeah,
That's the
cool
weirdest
out,
shit in the world.
man. Listen,
It's the
you
first
can
time I
like this
voted
one or that one.
Republican
I
ever.
don't
This is
mind,
the
man.
first time I ever voted Republican, though. I was always a Democrat beforehand.
Well, we kind of
And
grew up in
listen,
a Democratic.
And that's your choice to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Hell yeah.
it is what it is.
I'm not
It
gonna
is what
like
it is.
lose friends who if they vote for somebody different. I never gave a fuck.
That's
You know?
yeah. I'm not on like listen, do you like it is what it
Absolutely.
is. It is what it
Absolutely.
is. Just don't be
I
pushing that
hated
shit down
Trump
my
like
throat every
personally
30
before.
seconds.
I hated him
Pause.
before because of what he did in Atlantic City, how he kind of like fucked up Atlantic City. And I had like memories going there with my dad and shit. So like that's why I didn't like him personally. It had nothing to do with his politics. And then after later on and all the shit went on and I seen who Kamala was, like I was like, fuck that. I'm voting for Trump this time. So
Yeah,
know.
and that's you made a decision you wanted to make. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I think
Like I said, I don't get into all that shit with people like that. Like I'm
yeah,
cool.
I
yeah,
think
no,
the
I don't blame you.
I'm
Democrats
cool. Man.
the Democrats is kind of on bullshit right now. They've been on it for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I ain't
That's why I
gonna
was
get into
A
pissed
lot of
off
specifics
with
people on
on
that
that.
Eminem.
bullshit.
I was mad when I was mad at Eminem going out there for Kamala. I don't know why the fuck he did that. I think that was stupid. You don't have
And
to
he's
like
your
Trump, but
and
you
he's
ain't
your
got to
favorite
endorse
too.
Kamala. I
'Cause-
know. I love him. I love him.
and that's your listen.
How
He's one of
big-
my favorites too for older material, not the newer material. You know, some of it.
I love it. I love
older
Infinite.
material,
I love
smoking
Infinite.
shit.
Yeah,
like
Infinite and all that shit. Yeah,
But how
that shit
big
was
did,
fire too.
how big was the check they gave him to do that?
It had
listen,
to be massive.
he don't
gave
need
This is
it.
what he
Beyonce a
did
big
it for.
one,
This
too.
is what he did it for. I'm
No,
telling
it
you.
was
Everybody else
massive.
did.
It was massive.
He doesn't need it though. The guy doesn't need it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
but
know.
what's an
But
easy
still.
20 million for all I got to do is just make a little post or do an interview or whatever. I don't know how he put it out there, but yeah.
He went on
yeah,
stage.
you know what?
And then
I
Barack was
don't know
like
what he got
rapping.
paid. I don't know.
Yeah, and they had
They
Barack
cut-
rapping his lyrics. Did you see that? Barack Obama was rapping his lyrics. He was so happy that he was there. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, that was at the convention.
Yeah, you gotta see that shit. It's wild,
at the-
I
dude.
didn't.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
wild.
didn't see it.
And
No,
it
they
really
got him
hurt
at
my
the
heart.
convention. I bet you they paid him a smooth 20 for that. Like, yo, here, take that.
So you didn't hear what happened with the Beyonce shit? Like, this ain't political. This is just what happened. Like, they said they're having Beyonce went there to endorse Kamala. All these women went there thinking that they're getting a free Beyonce concert, right? So she goes on stage, like, yeah, here's Beyonce. And she just said, I'm here for Kamala. And that was it. And then they started talking. And then she just left. And the fucking women in the audience went fucking nuts. They started going crazy. It's almost a
See,
riot
I didn't
in
even
there.
see. Yo,
They
I
all
didn't even
left.
see
This
that.
shit was wild.
I didn't
yo.
even see any
Wild.
clips.
The free
I
show.
would think I would see clips of that. I didn't see any clips of that. I didn't see
you can
anything
see
but
them
her
all
up there
leave,
saying
yeah.
anything. I didn't see none of that shit.
Yeah, because they hushed that shit. Yeah, but I seen it.
Yeah.
There's videos of them all leaving.
I know.
They were
I
all
heard
pissed.
about her going there. I did hear about that, right? I did hear about that because people were posting they gave her a bunch of money or something. I'm like, oh, whatever. But I didn't look into it or nothing. So
But that's what I'm saying. And the same shit with Eminem. So, like, they had to give M the bag. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I didn't
saying?
see
Like,
him doing nothing either. That's weird. I didn't see that.
Eminem was at the convention. He was kind of one of the openers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was at the,
I didn't
the
see that
Democratic
shit.
convention.
You
Hardcore,
can look it up.
bro.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on all that.
It's all over.
Yeah,
YouTube.
but
Yeah.
usually when something like that's like a big deal like that, or you know what I mean, it's like you see it's in your face. But no, I didn't see that shit. I'll check it
I
out.
lost
Yeah, it was out there. I
political
watched it.
family from my political views my whole life, man. But I didn't give a shit.
And then Eminem introduced Barack Obama, and that's when Barack came out rapping. He said, he started doing the "Lose Yourself" joke. Look, as a speech, it was fire. But I was like, these motherfuckers be wilding, dog. Like, it's not to me. What I remember politics being.
Come on,
when I was
vote
a
for
kid,
me, brother.
It's
It's a
almost
different
mockery.
world now.
Yeah.
It's almost like a mockery, but I guess that's the time we're living in.
But yo, Trump goes to the hood though. Like these other like Democrats, they never went to the hood. Like Trump was in North Philly. Like he was in a barbershop in North Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was at a McDonald's serving people. You didn't see that?
I seen the McDonald's.
That was
McDonald's
dope,
in Bucks
actually.
County.
Well,
yo.
then
He was
it's
serving
That
a
was in
whole.
Bucks County. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a whole. Was he? Is that where he was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
When he was in McDonald's, that was in
'cause
Bucks
Pennsylvania.
County.
I did not
was the
know that
main
shit.
state
I
they
did not know
focused
that.
on. Hell yeah,
And
it was all over here.
I mean, we're close enough. This guy's getting on my nerves with this shit.
Hell yeah. Yo, this is how small the world is, though. I told Chester this earlier. Dog, I was sitting there ready to go up at open mic this week, and dude seen my Philly hat and was like, "Where you from?" And I said, Philly. And he mind you, he's on stage. So he's just doing a little crowd work because wasn't a big crowd there. So he's just fucking around. And he was like, where you from? I said, Phoenixville. He said, I'm from Downingtown. I said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
it's so small of a world. Like, I'm like, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a lot younger than I am. He's like 26, 27 or something. So he's a younger dude. But I'm like, that's crazy how small the world is and how we meet at an open mic in Phoenix, all the way on the other side of this fucking country.
I can show you how small the world is right now. So you see my name on here is Chester McFly. When I first came out with Chester McFly and did music, guess where I recorded my first song at?
Chester.
At Murdoch's. I went to Murdoch. He helped me record
I
that
was
shit.
trying to-
Was that your first
brought
one you
me over.
recorded?
He was in the hood at Chester.
Yeah, that was my first track like I ever recorded like that. Yeah.
But we made the beat on the spot too, didn't we?
Yeah.
What house
We
was
made
that?
we made it. Yeah,
What
we made it
studio
on the
was that,
rolling.
Doc?
We made it on a rolling. I still have it. I
Yeah,
still have it.
that shit's
Damn, that was years ago. We used to
was-
Rolling
where was
Phantom
y'all
and made a beat. Right, it was all keyboard and on Rolling Phantom shit. I don't think we sampled
Yeah,
anything. It was
dope.
just keys. And then I remember him recording it, and then he did it at that show
Yeah.
where you had the you had the shirt. You had the shirt that lit up.
Yeah, I had a weed shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That
it had
was
like
my idea.
batteries and lights in it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit was
It was
no,
dope.
it was fun. It was dope. It was dope. I remember that. That was damn. How long ago was that?
That was like I don't know, like 2000. I think my dad might have still been alive. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not
6,
sure.
7, 8,
Yeah, 2008, something like that.
something around there. Well, I could probably
Yeah.
figure it out because I remember the Rolling Phantom. I still have it. It's a second
Doc, where was-
generation one. So
Doc, where was
whenever
you
the
living
second
on now,
generation came out,
Where was you living when
second
that? when y'all did
generation
that?
Rolling Phantom.
Yeah, I was still living. I don't know where I was living at that time.
Shit.
I don't know.
I'm
Where-
thinking
I
you
don't
were
know.
down like, damn, let me think where you were at. Weren't you in Westchester with Sid or something?
Maybe at that point. I think I
Or
might
maybe
have moved out. at
not
that point.
Thorndale, maybe. I forget. I do forget,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
remember doing
was
it.
always-
I remember
yeah,
you coming
yeah.
over and doing it. Yeah. What was it called?
I should have got a 40.
Should have got a 40. That's what it was. Yeah, you should have got a
Yeah,
40. Yeah.
I like that.
I remember this. Yeah.
I should have
I
got
like
a
that.
40.
Damn, that was a
Yeah.
while ago. You know
Got
what's
me
funny?
ready to run to the store and get one right
If-
now. I'm like, damn.
I actually had the screen up with where the beat would be actually. So if I search
Yeah,
for it,
Small world.
if I search for it, I could see the date that we made it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
should have got a 40.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna look
I
right
still
now
remember
because
the
I want to
lyrics.
know.
I forgot the lyrics when I performed it on stage, and I had to fucking freestyle, and it was like kind of embarrassing. It was my first time being on stage. You know what I mean? It hit me at once, and I kind of got nervous. I mean, I think I'm better now and shit from doing the podcast and just speaking. It's helped me. But yeah, I got nervous, and then afterward, when I was done, he's told everybody that the cops were looking for me, and they had a warrant out for my arrest. And then I went backstage and I changed my outfit and I started just walking around the audience. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, what are you doing?" And you know what I mean? I was like, "Shh, don't tell nobody," you know. And people liked that. I was part of my act, you know. Me and Sid came up with that.
Oh, Sid told the crowd you had warrants.
Yeah, and the cops
Yeah, I
were
remember
looking
that.
for me.
I do remember that
Yeah.
now that you say
And
it.
then I
Yeah.
changed my outfit, yeah, and I was walking in the crowd, and everyone's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "No, don't tell nobody. Like, it's cool." You know, it was like part of the show, and everyone was like, "Oh shit, that's why." You know what I mean? They were wilding out. It was a good idea.
That sounds like Sid.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he was hosting it. He was hosting it.
yeah, it was dope.
You know, I feel like we called the beat something else. Whatever. I'll look for it another time because I don't remember if we
Should've
called
got
it something
for it.
else. We
That
probably
was the
called
first
it.
time I had to do it. Like, and I figured out how to like. So listen, a lot of times, like, I learned how to like rap at like
Rap.
studios, and because of that experience really actually helped me a lot. So now, like, I'll go to a studio and like just to get the shit done, I'll write shit on a paper on my phone, and then when I'll start like reading it, if I fuck up, I'll freestyle kinda, and go with it, and if they like it, we just roll with it, and then I can go to my next take and then build on it, and that's how I learned how to do shit. But I didn't used to do that. I would just freestyle, and then I couldn't go back to that part because it was, you know what I mean? It was hard. So like that helped me out a lot, actually.
Mhm.
No doubt. Yeah, you're getting up there with the experience. All right, I found it. It was called Grab a 40. We did it
Yeah.
March 27th, 2010 at 3:51 p.m.
Damn. So that's like
What's that?
right
The Pro
that's-
Tools file?
That's like a month
The
before my
Pro
dad
Tools
passed away.
file is attached to it. It's just a beat file, but then the Pro Tools file is attached to it. I mean, I could look up the Pro Tools file. Yeah, we did that same March 27th, 2010 at 4:55 p.m. is when we loaded it and made the Pro Tools session. So there you go,
That's
2010. So
Was you
It's
sipping a
before-
40
maybe a
while
couple
you
years
did it?
after I got
I was
that
drunk.
keyboard.
I was drunk as shit, actually, when I recorded, which made it a little more hard.
Yeah,
to
yeah. I
remember
never
my
liked. I
lines,
never
yeah.
liked recording while like drinking. I never liked doing
I'll
it like
never
that.
record
Always
drinking
sober.
ever again. It's so stupid. I'll drink. I'll record on mushrooms and shit. I think I can record good on mushrooms, actually. Like a
Well,
part of
you
my
never
brain
know.
works.
Everything I ever did and put out, I think everything that I ever released was done sober.
Yeah, sober.
That's cool.
Everything.
Mine
Yeah.
wasn't. Everything I did probably wasn't sober.
So that's all you, literally. You know, I call
Yeah.
like when I trip, like it's like steroids for me. Like I don't know. I battled a dude on acid once at like one of my cousin's drum and bass shows, and his name was Dick Bagel. This dude, somebody recorded it. They showed it to me years later, but we
What
went
was his
back and
name?
forth. His name was Dick Bagel, the guy I battled. And
Yeah.
I tore him
That's
up.
hilarious.
Yeah, and
I'd like to see
yeah.
that shit.
it was awesome.
Shit sounds
But because
hilarious.
I wish that
I
was
don't
on
think
my-
I would. I told you when I was rapping, I heard the beat. I seen my words that I was saying come out the speaker because that's how hard I was tripping. I'm like, oh
Yeah, he was all the way locked in. That was a different type of.
yeah. And I always
Yeah.
remember that Eminem verse. I rap on acid, so like I was like, so
I mean,
I gotta do that, man. Gotta rap on acid.
You get
And I
into a
actually
nice
won a battle
pocket.
on it.
I can see that.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, if you got into a nice pocket, definitely. Listen, I've
that's
done all
cool.
that shit for the most part back in my wonder years, but I never like recorded
I
any
know that.
music on it or nothing like that.
The
Been
wonder.
a very
Nah,
long
'cause
time.
you remember, yeah, but that's what's good though about you. You can remember all that shit. Like a lot of times when you record the way like you do, like how I've done, I don't remember like how did I record that. Like you know what I mean?
No,
We got
most of it. I'm gonna say pretty much everything. I remember doing it where we were. You know, pretty much everything about it. It's
We
not
got
been
a
many
DOA.
things. There's not many things where we played something and they were like, well, when did we do that? No, I remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe because
none
I
of
was
that.
sober. I don't know.
Yeah, see,
We got
there
listen.
you
We
go.
probably got
That's
an
the
album and
difference.
a
I
half.
just proved my point.
We got an album and a half, 2 hours albums worth of like we call it DOA stuff. It's pretty much stuff that didn't make the album or like just ideas and stuff we were messing with.
Yeah,
Rough demos type shit. And I don't remember none. Like every now and then I'll be like, oh shit, I do remember that one. But it's very rare. Like most of the time, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't remember doing this at all. Because it's just, I guess sometimes we recorded a lot of stuff too. We would do multiple
Ton of
songs
shit,
in a
yeah.
day.
There's
sometimes.
tons of shit that was halfway done and then got
Yeah.
finished later and all that. But
And
there
I
is a
didn't-
bunch
I
of
was like,
shit.
oh, shit,
I have
I
two
forget
of
about
them.
the verse.
I have
I
an
have
intro
the
like that. Like this, I have it in my
DOA 1
intro
and
to my
2.
album was like that.
Yeah, we got two
I think-
albums, DOA 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably enough for 3, but to 2 are pretty much done. We just didn't put them out. We got the cover for it. We got all that shit. I just got to go in and kind of mix some of them a little bit more, but not really, not a lot. Because over the years, I just kept chipping away at the shit. So I mean, to tell you the truth, if I wanted to really put it out, I'd have it ready in fucking probably.
So are you like
48,
it's because you're
72
like a
hours.
perfectionist? Are you? It's because like you're
Yeah.
a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Not totally, but you got to have it sound right. I don't want to be like somebody in the middle of like at the end of a verse or something, all of a sudden just cuts out or something weird. Like you got to make
Yeah.
it sound right, you know?
But I think I think you get the idea in your head and you see like the imperfections of it, and you're like, all right, we got to fix that before it goes up.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
just editing process. That's just editing. You know, that's easy. In Pro Tools, I mean, you can make it sound great when you don't have a lot to work with. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I record
some of that
right
shit,
now on
some of the shit,
Vocalo.
some of
I
the
use
shit might not have
Vocalo.
ad libs. I'll just copy something and put a little effect on it, maybe move it over a little bit. There we are. We got that.
Now we got some
Yeah.
ad-libs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I'm gonna say most of it, all the shit's there. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. So that is something that's been sitting, but you know, we'll fit. One day it'll come out. I don't know when.
Hell yeah.
One
We'll
day.
see.
By the time it comes out, nobody's gonna care.
I
We'll
think
see.
you guys
And you
just
know
gotta,
what?
like, try,
and
like,
you know what? Kiss my ass, because when I put it out, you don't like it. Whatever. Go listen
I
to
think
fucking
if you went on
Lil
social
or
media,
Young
like-
so and so. Rap's
go on
been whack for
YouTube and
15
shit.
years anyway.
your personality could keep you know what I mean, like people want to know more about your music, and there you go, you know what I mean, like with YouTube and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
mean, it's
I
there.
ain't been
It's
on
there
it.
forever.
Well,
It's out there.
That's true.
who knows?
But yo, I'm jumping off.
Yeah, I'm gonna peace out too. I'm gonna chill out, fall back. It's freezing out this motherfucker. I know that. Yeah, be lucky
Yeah.
you're in Phoenix. It's been like the fucking Antarctica over here.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, it's
terrible.
I'm in a
I
t-shirt
told you.
in my garage. Now, my shit open. I just got the t-shirt on. I'm chilling.
Yeah, you go out here,
Do you
you're
have
gonna
grass?
fucking gonna die.
Do you have grass?
No, we got fake grass in my backyard.
That's funny.
I got that AstroTurf, kid.
Yeah,
Do you have sand in your front yard? Like,
Yeah.
do you rake it? Like, what is it?
Nah, it's
He
rock.
said, do you rake
I've been
it?
asking
rake
people in
it?
Arizona. Yeah, like, I was always curious. Like, what do you have? Is it,
I mean,
you don't have
listen, I got
grass?
the little rock bed in the back with some little plants.
That's cool.
I mean, I got
Well.
a yard too, but I ain't walking. It's dark back there.
I'm out
I
of here.
got you.
So
Go back
yo,
to
next time you want to do something like this, just hit me and then we'll figure it out. But good looking on getting me on and shit, bullshit with y'all for a little while. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you
doubt.
guys
Literally
for
about
coming.
anything and everything, you know.
What'd you say? My fault.
I
said
said it's
thank
literally
you
about
guys for
anything and
coming.
everything.
No doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Just get
Oh, what
on
was
there
that,
and
Mountain
you know,
Mama?
get topics and let's go stray away from them. It's all good.
I
But,
said thank
all right,
you guys
y'all.
for
Have a
coming.
good weekend and we'll wrap y'all.
All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure.
All
Good
right.
night,
Peace
guys.
out. Peace out.
Peace.